you go. Don't fuck up.
Alright. So last time, you all found a dog, apparently. You've decided to name the dog, which means that the dog will never leave the house.
I mean, I think it's more that the dog found us.
Yeah, he was kind of sent by the Emerald Enclave. Y'all have started the process for adopting some children. And then you decided to go help somebody deal with a potential necromancer.
I'll admit, the activities of the day are a little bit slanted to one character and maybe another. We as a group adopted a dog, right guys? We as a group went to adopt the kids.
I already have a dog.
No, a real dog.
We also
Little
planted some
dog.
slander.
Yep. Oh, no. You didn't know it's slander. You just know what it says. You don't know if any of it was wrong.
Could be accurate.
It could be 100% accurate for all you know.
And
But as Lou knows, it was a very good read, wasn't it?
Bjorn had a
stealthily snuck it in.
Alright, slander is actually indeed not correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
Bjorn
got
had a
it.
stranger's hand in his pocket, reaching for his jewels.
Is slander necessarily untrue?
Yeah.
It's the method of which
Basic-
it's what's the right word, sort of thing. It's the method it's made by. Like it's libel and slander are just the same technical term
Yeah.
for something different, like printed and word of mouth.
Yeah,
You-
slander
it could-
is spoken.
Yeah, it
Printed
could turn
libel.
out to be true, so it doesn't need to be false. It could be something said without evidence.
That's the only reason I keep those two straight, because of the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
You just don't know if
defamation has to be
Darlaxle has
untrue.
evidence.
J. Jonah Jameson. Slander is spoken.
Ooh,
Printed
look at that.
libel.
Ooh.
I'm riding
And
with
yes,
a good captain
after-
today.
After you all decided to handle that lovely incident for Darlaxle, as two of you were voluntold to do, and the other one was instructed to do, you all decided to go to the City of the Dead,
Mhm.
where you then found a dead drow body.
A water-bloated dead drow body. Despite the travel distance, he didn't dry out.
No,
Well, I
he's
mean,
still
if
a
he's put in a if it's put in a crypt,
yeah.
it's easier to keep him moist.
That's the thing,
Well,
you don't
it's
want to be
still a
moist, you want to
little-
be dry.
Well, he's still a little wet. It's not like he's completely waterlogged, but yeah, his clothes are all waterlogged. And yeah, he was left in a crypt in a bag.
Not even sealed.
And he's wearing sailor outfits, which should tell you where the sailors are going.
There's also a
You all-
limited supply of non-super equipped drow. We kind of know the source of them.
Has the drow already started to smell?
Yes, that
Yeah,
was
that's
what...
how you found him.
Yeah.
So he's been there for a day or two.
Because
probably.
Saloon's such a fuck-up, he doesn't understand. You seal it and dry it for freshness.
No, he's been there, if you had to guess, probably about at this point, a little under 24 hours, actually. Just he's marinating in the water, and that does not help the food.
I shall check. Yes,
Yeah.
about that.
It matches up with what Cribbit came and told you. It's been about a day.
Yep.
And you all were talking about finding a way to dispose of the body.
Well, we're thinking of getting rid of it, yeah. But, you know, there's other options ahead of us. Maybe Jarlaxle would like it claimed back in case Brigandier were the type to revive people. Then again, he is but a sailor.
I was about to say, Breaking the Earth does revive people, but the question is, would it be just a sailor?
I mean, it would get
You
you
know where I
good...
can find some sailors?
It would get you good PR points among your rank and file. Unfortunately, it then sets uncomfortable expectations as the next union meeting. Sir, we'd like at least a minimum deposit of diamonds for the company revival fund. Sir? Sir, why are you bringing your bird out?
Yeah, the main thing is that you're forgetting that a lot of the Breaking the Earth boys do not care if the other ones die.
Yeah,
So much as the fact that as long as it doesn't affect them.
because they're still very drow.
Yeah. With exceptions.
Yeah, we should probably try to get rid of his body. make a point that it's all desecrating the file that's not actually belonging of here. We have enough supplies to make this fucker go up.
Aye. Flaming sword, holy fire, arcane fire.
Well, more importantly, Uzi there for prestidigitation to dry him off, so he'll actually catch light. Poor creative, though.
Might wanna just mention it before we start doing it. As I imagine the captain might be just a wee bit miffed if we start seeing smoke coming from the graveyard all of a sudden.
Hey, well, he's on the opposite side right now. We've still got our patrols to do. It's fine, trust me. You're with a man. You're with a man of various gods. I'll cover it for you. The good captain says we can go on. Fair sailing.
Oh, if your captain's also willing to pay the fine, all okay from me.
Our current job here is to deal with necromantic issues and undead. This is part of an undead issue. So yeah, we set him up.
Okay, so do you do any sort of, holy rites to send him off on his way, or do you just light him up?
Yeah, although, I stick with the Valkyr thing because I don't know any specific drow thing, and I look across at Lou and then stop looking once I blink because why would he know?
We have lots of food at our funerals.
Yeah, I imagine it's a very generic prayer.
No, he's the man was a sailor. He's able to link into bits and pieces, although he gets a bit hazy on some Luskin bits. Vaguely, I remember a bit of geography around by the coast of that there, so I'm assuming I can put that out there. There was a beautiful mountain range and some islands that were a bit nondescript. But importantly, your life was taken unfairly from you, and we will get you your revenge. We've already done, technically, several times now, but we'll continue it until his spirit is no more. Not even for the great beyond where you yourself head. May you travel in darkness, but a comforting one, a warm one.
So, quite predictably, eventually, that is kind of lit up.
Yeah.
And your lovely, lovely temporary employer, Sir Ambrose Everdon, eventually shows up, wondering why the heck something's on fire.
We already found one component of an undead issue. We've told you about the Revenant that's haunting us.
Yes.
Apparently he managed to find himself from one of the one of the nefarious gangs around here, a dry corpse he was likely going to repossess again.
Was he actively undead, or just there?
There, but putrefying. Getting well nasty, and also not of the graveyard itself. Hasn't been given any proper rights, so I just gave him some myself.
Oh, so, okay, you have given him some rights before you decided to set him on fire in the middle of the city of the dead.
I set a few prayers to him.
Where was he stored?
Right down. Horik, actually, you can show him, right?
Yep, I lead him off to where exactly we found him.
He does go, he checks it out, verifies that, yeah, no, there should not have been a body laying there. He comes back around, just, next time you need to warn me, and if we are going to cremate him, we have to do it properly. We can't just go setting people on fire in the middle of the city of the dead.
Well, we just want to be a bit speedy about it, just in case.
Right.
Don't need someone to come along and reanimate it with that stench around.
Very well. Just next time somebody come get me, do not set random bodies on fire. Besides, we have to do an investigation. Maybe for all we know, he could have been a normal person, not some sort of nefarious ne'er-do-well.
I mean, there's not too many drow in the city that would fall under that title. Just that mostly harmless one here.
Yeah, and he does gesture at Lou.
Yeah. But there's not many like that, which is good and bad in less than equal measure.
Just We can't be setting it on fire in the middle of the city. We have places specifically for this purpose.
Aye.
Next time, let us know. As long as the city guard doesn't show up, I suppose it'll be fine. Can't be setting random people on fire.
You hear that, Bjorn? I think he was talking about you.
Oh, I don't set random people on fire. I deliberately set very specific people on fire.
He's got a fancy sword. We're just joking about that.
Ah, right. I mean, if
Anything
there's a
on your...
skeleton,
Aye.
if there's a skeleton, you can set it on fire, but only to kill it.
Only a
No, I
non-butter
haven't
skeleton.
seen anything quite yet.
Oh, we still got other patrols to go in various directions, so we'll get right back to it.
All right. Do let me know if you see anything else. All right.
I'll do.
And he goes back, a bit frazzled about that, but he doesn't seem horribly upset yet.
Yeah, I think Harton smoothed it over.
At least you
Oh,
performed it right.
Yeah, it has to settle in yet. He'll get angry later.
Alright, back to other patrol groups.
You can't do this. The captain will be. The captain will punish you. Nah, he'll be a bit upset, yell at me. But that's about it.
All right. So somebody roll me a D100.
Did I do it last time?
I can do it. Oh, okay, Battlebrett did.
All right. You do wander around. You get a good look around, and as the sun starts to rise, you do not see any skeletons.
Well, that's a bollocks.
As you return to the meeting point, Sir Ambrose also mentions that he too, thankfully, has had a very uneventful night. Thanks you for your help, and hopes that he will see you again tonight or the next night.
Night. Hopefully we can get a decent bit of kip.
Ugh. Right, well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt going back and having this one out. Make the most of the time as I pull out the locator for the what was it called?
Nimble, right?
Nimble right, yeah.
Well, if you
All
want
right,
to
so
get
then
into it,
what-
up we go.
What path are you going to be heading back then?
Straight north.
You'll have to map it out specifically.
We've got aching feet. As he wants to do the locator, we'll go back along some of the main streets. We'll go basically as the crow flies. We can do this about an hour, right?
Yes.
Double back on ourselves just in case. You never know. Then, once around the block, just for patrol's sake. You never know if Saloon's there. Right back into the Wazoo office later. And there we go. Home!
Now can I have the real path?
What do you mean?
There.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
Now here's a route with
Well,
some chest hair.
Actually, you know what? Since we have got the locator right, we'll just take straightish, but not the main road.
Mm-hmm.
Through the alley I destroyed, through the other alley I almost blew up, and back home.
All right. So you do get back. It's still technically it's that weird time between dusk and dawn. And you all do get back home. Who is opening the front door?
I am.
Okay. So I assume this order is probably about correct, right?
Basically.
All right. You open the front door to find out that you have visitors.
I've got a feeling I know who it is if I didn't fucking need to come in through the front fucking door. Yeah. Hello!
They may have actually come in through the front door. We don't know for sure at this point.
He's in
If
my...
we unlock the door when we open the door.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't matter with this group.
They know how to lock doors.
And as Harton enters in with his aching feet from patrolling the graveyard and then walking up and down the city. In my fucking chair.
Yep, Jarlaxle is in your chair, Harton.
His feet not remotely touching the ground.
You could just sit on top of him, probably. You would just squish him.
He'd like that too much.
Alright, I'm just gonna say this one real quick.
No.
Not-
After all, we got the saloon issue. No preface.
Just a small stipulation. Some of us needs more than just 4 hours of sitting around. So please, make it quick.
He's not a time waster.
I have no intention of wasting your time.
Hey, I know that. Good
As
morning.
far as I know, good morning. As far as I know, you all have some questions regarding a little incident.
Right. We also have an extra piece of information to put forth on the saloon issue.
Oh?
We are
What now?
patrolling around the city of the dead and find ourselves a waterlogged corpse of a rather dashing, once dashing, drow fella.
Ah. Sailor?
Aye.
Ah. Well,
Admittedly, we were a wee
did
bit hasty,
expect
but to prevent his misuse, and so his spirit itself could rest properly, because we also have necromantic issues in the graveyard, apparently. We gave him a little funeral pyre, sent them off.
the two lieutenants seem to be more or less alright with this. Jarlaxle seems to ponder for a moment and puts up a finger. Well, I would assume that this would be a body that Saloon plans to inhabit once he dies yet again, yes?
Aye.
One might also assume he might circle back around to take a look at said body
Aye.
to make sure it's still there.
If he wanted to raise scoping us out while we were in there, we were there for quite a few hours.
If the body is burned and destroyed, might he decide to go grab another one?
Puts him in a pressing immediate time. Might want to remind your lads not to wander off alone.
Well,
Might be an
we're
opportunity
already
to
not
get a hold
doing
of him.
that. Next time, try not to do that. I would much rather have one body than potentially keep having my guys disappear.
Well, I'd rather prevent them showing up here at all. Keep in mind what's across the hall over there.
No, I am perfectly well aware.
And right beside me. Value children. He pats Lou.
Lou, what are you doing?
Just trying to, crossed arms, looking like I'm very competent because I did my job.
And that's when Harton gives you a pat in the head.
How do you respond to your pat on the head and being called a child?
I hope that laugh.
I'm actually very competent, even though I am a child.
I didn't question that at all. I just said you're valued.
Oh. Right. Just, we do need to deal with the saloon incident. That will be, I have people looking into that.
Aye.
Just try not to give him more of a reason to kill my men quicker. Obviously, if he shows up, please do deal with him, but I don't think that's going to solve our issue.
Aye. Well, it gets us one more day ahead. Whole fucking year of that cunt trying to knock on our door. The lads have decided to once again threat the rooftops, so obviously you've got other ways in, but don't make use of that one. Unless they fucking tell you their plans, lads.
Oh,
You can
we've
even
already
say it, it
looked
won't
at
work.
that. We've been looking about, don't worry. Besides, we used the front door this time.
Aye. Like I said, just important to share information back and forth so we're all informed on the situation.
Agreed. And I do have people trying to solve this issue a little bit sooner.
Aye.
I do not think any of us wants to deal with it for a whole year.
I think I'd die at some point.
No,
Quite
you'll be
possibly.
fine. You're with us.
Meanwhile, Jarlaxle says quite possibly.
Well, sometimes the stepdad isn't the bad dad.
Well, I heard from Felrex that you have talked to the annoying gnome.
Well, he was quite agreeable with us, despite his slight delusions, according to Neverember, the lad.
Hmm. Yes. Currently, he was in possession of the Stone of Galore, which I know you've heard about. And yes, we were also looking for it. I would like to point out that we did not acquire it.
Aye. Don't worry, it were not at all a surprise.
No, you can't really fault us. Of course, we'd be looking for something like that.
Aye.
Do you have any questions regarding that little artifact?
I'm kind of curious about it. What even is it thing? Is it something that fits in the hand? Smaller than that? Something you can wear around your neck?
Yes, it's something that you can carry. Very small, easy to pocket.
Hmm.
All right, I suppose I will give you more of the short one down. You're aware of the current hostilities between the Xanathar Guild and the Zentarum?
Aye. That's how we started our day here.
That started with the Stone of Galore. Originally, Xanathar had it. The Zentarum and Xanathar were in some negotiations when it disappeared. Needless to say, Xanathar blames the Zentarum. The Zentarum blames somebody else, but possibly also Xanathar. I won't pretend to understand how they work. And everybody in the city's been looking for it now, including us. And yes, the individuals who were occasionally following our gnomish friend. Two of them happen to be sitting here, and one of them is currently an undead menace stalking you all right now.
Well, I'm sure these two are a lot more diplomatic in dealing with him.
For big laughs. Well, I can safely say that no damage was done and nobody was actually hurt. But point is, yes, it was out there, and yes, that stone is well, let me put it this way. Lord Neverember stole quite a bit from this city, and it's all currently stored away somewhere, where we don't know. And that stone is the key to finding it. Now, I am only telling you this because I think we might have a common goal in this. I wish to see those funds returned to the city of Waterdeep. They belong to the city.
Shut the fuck up, Lou. Let the man lie right to your face, it's fine.
He's gonna take a cut, I would hope. I mean,
Well, we're fucking hoping to take a cut as well.
He holds up a finger. I am not planning on taking a large cut, and I am not lying.
We're only joking about. I get you're doing it for your political machinations. If you're seen as returning this money to the city itself and reimbursing it and getting it over there, that's a good few brownie points for you.
Gaddix is still thinking about money. He's not even paying attention anymore.
it's about 500 million. I mean, 500,000 points.
I could afford the smoke powder. My gun wouldn't be shitty.
Yeah, he's too focused on the gold right now.
Uzana's thinking I could afford every spell component.
Yeah.
I can afford to put in a nice library.
And Harden,
There we go.
I could buy a boat. I'll call it
Buy the whole city.
If I call it the Bjornsson, he'll have to sail on it as often as I want. He can't say no. I built it in his honor. He'll be sailing for days.
Why is the diction your driving force to building that boat?
Because he's thinking of silly thoughts, when really he's thinking,
Yeah.
I could get a second oil there and actually afford to feed it.
Horrocks thinking cinnamon rolls for days.
We could upgrade the kitchen. We could finally have a fucking entryway into the house from the bar. Get Jenks enrolled in the Blackstaff Academy.
Well, I will point out that if you all are willing to assist me in this, yes, you would get a cut. We're talking 5,000 gold. I can assure you that the Open Lord would not object to that sort of payment going to the people who rescued the funds for Waterdeep.
It's the old nominal finder's fee adventurers are able to claim. I guess we're technically that.
That beats the tavern, tell you that.
Fucking right.
Certainly more than enough to get you all settled here. Or to, of course, help fund your expedition on your current questions regarding those papers.
The papers, the goo, the brain suckers, all the fun stuff.
So, there is also another opportunity for another 5,000, but I have to verify that first.
There any cool magic stuff involved?
Yes, potentially.
I love cool magic stuff.
Well, considering it's a special secret rock for an untold vault of wealth, don't suppose you know if it's cursed or anything like that there.
We don't know very much about it, but
I mean,
it
we can
was
certainly
designed
say
to be-
it doesn't have any protection on it, considering what happened to the gnome who had it.
It's gone through several hands, and individuals have not been cursed who have held it. Or if it has, it's been something particularly nefarious. I very much doubt that it's going to cause any direct harm, other than the fact that, well, having that stone gets you a lot of attention.
Aye. It's alright. Just one more set of intruders we can add to our fucking fixed address. Our mailing list is getting quite violent.
To be perfectly fair, I mean, it's entirely possible you'll never run into the stone yourself. If you receive any information, don't be afraid to let us know.
I don't know.
And
I think there's a few wee things in fate that benefit us in possibly finding this rock. I'm half expecting to find it in Squidly's pocket, I'll be honest.
Oh, I do wish. But even if you only give us information that will lead us to what we need, we will still, of course, give you a finder's fee. It's only fair.
Right.
I
Oh,
knock
is
on
there-
the door and ask the kids if Squidly's got a strange rock in his pocket.
I mean,
They're
he
asleep.
does.
They're asleep. It's the
It's
crack of
morning.
dawn.
It's looking for a rock.
No, it's still technically. It's that weird area between twilight and dawn.
Or if you're going that way,
Okay,
you're getting picked up by the scruff.
Okay, I'll give him another 2 hours,
Hey.
please.
But you know for a fact that Squidly will indeed have a strange rock in his pocket. Won't be a stone of galore, but it'll be cool looking.
Will it kind of look like a beholder?
No, but it does look a little bit like a behir.
Well, do you all have any questions regarding that matter?
I suppose you put feelers out for the... If you ever managed to get away from the blast radius.
Yes, there is an individual who did take the stone and has escaped. We're currently working that angle now.
He went at some speed. Also, we did get a fun update on the whole Nimblewright issue.
Oh?
The Temple of Gone, they've got one that's a bit breakout, doing its own wee things. Apparently, it built one itself. It ran off into the night, rather bizarrely.
How peculiar. Quite
Oh, it's very
fascinating.
fascinating.
Aye, and we're going to be hunting it using... Now, mind, we need this for a moment, but you can have a look after, because he knows how Jarlaxle works now. Or I can show the man your little parasol thing.
I pull it out and see if pull the trigger to see if it starts spinning or not.
Does not. It just makes kind of like a little bit of a whirring sound to try to get going.
So that was made by a Nimblewright to find his Nimblewright.
Well, that is adorable. If
Got a
you
lot.
ever do learn anything, do let me know.
Yeah, it's got a lot of moving parts. Bit excessive.
Well,
But yeah, we're going to be cruising around the city to try and find them.
if you need any help, don't be afraid to let us know. Which, speaking of, that was the other reason I'm actually here. Considering the saloon issue, I don't think it's wise to leave the house completely unguarded. Because of that, I would very much like to leave one of my men here to keep an eye on things. Potentially so that I can stop getting messaged almost every night because Lou is almost dead.
Aye.
What does that word mean, by the way?
Oh, simply you're asking for help.
Oh,
Ah, cool.
It's not really a surprise that the self-assured drow assassins have not told you that word just yet.
I think that's why Saloon was making fun of me when he tried to kill me.
Likely, yes. But either way, I was going to recommend that until the saloon issue was dealt with, that mostly probably Felric would be staying here, and if I need him, I'd replace him probably with Cribbage.
That makes sense. I think he's already got himself a wee nest down in the basement.
We have to feed him?
Aye.
Felric gives you a very shocked look at that statement, and Cribbage scowls. Jorlaxel just looks perplexed.
He's halfling raised, he's taking the piss, of course you get fed, whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
Right. And Jorlaxel just shakes his head. Right, that was all I needed to cover. Was there anything else?
Let me see. Anyone?
You know, coincidentally.
So, just to get this straight, he'll be coming with us, rather with Lou?
I'd be
all the
keeping an
time?
eye on the house.
The house.
So,
Now,
wait, so are you sure he's not? This one is not going to be the next one that disappears?
He's a lot better than Saloon ever was.
Yeah, Jorlaxel gives a laugh. I can trust both of these two. Do not be spirited
not
away
lure it up.
like that.
I
These
mean,
are
it's
not
that
your
hard
average
to do it up,
drow.
I mean, Saloon is not exactly an average drow either. I mean, given that whole stare thing he did.
I have no worry. The survival of both of these two, I have no doubt of. Alright.
Well, let's hope it actually stays that way.
Very good. And with that, he gets up. And he kind of looks over. I believe you two said you had something you wanted to discuss, and they kind of give a little bit of a nod. He goes, very well. Very well, you all. He gives you a little tip of the hat. And he does his own little disguise, turns himself, what looks to be, he drops to about, 4'8", a teenage human boy, and just saunters out the door.
Look at him twinkling away.
Felric looks confused at that, and Cribbig face palms. And with that, Cribbig does get up, say, I do have to get going before it gets too light, but he wanders over, Lou, I want a word with you.
Okay.
I assume that is where everything's that involves me, and so I am going to bed. Good night, everyone.
Martin taking his
Bye,
opportunity to
Bjorn.
just fall into his chair with a heavy thud. Oh, that feels better. His bondy wee arse don't provide much heat. Cushion's practically cold.
Felric just looks amused, but he also seems mildly concerned over there with Lou and Cribbig. And Cribbig just kind of shows him, let's go up to your currently deconstructed room.
Sorry, I've got to find out how much that costs to repair.
Are we going to repair it? I'm not going to sleep up there.
We're going to repair it, because Saloon will be an issue we solve.
We should repair it. I mean, it's part of our home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not sleeping up there anytime soon, but once he's dealt with, you're going back up there.
Oh, I thought I might move to the basement, but fine.
Our booze is down there. You can't be trusted. You might drink a whole half bottle of wine.
Oh, I could get. That's a challenge, but I could do it.
Felric looks embarrassed, considering what they did last night.
I still love the idea we come down to find him shit-faced and there's 2 bottles empty. And still, like, 2 glasses that are still pretty full.
Let's be realistic, it's probably closer to 4 bottles. But Cribbig shoos you upstairs to the privacy of the completely smashed room.
And here's where Harton decided to cast Shatter, and you can see all the city from here.
No. Didn't blow
How
out the
lovely.
Install panoramic window and increase the rent by 50%.
Now the whole room's a balcony.
Oh boy.
Uzi, come on over. We'll test the strength of his chair. Get your feet up.
How much weight can the chair support?
No, that's not
Be that heavy.
That's not an invitation for you to make use of your little power and test it out. We're just gonna see if our natural weights are fine.
Gaddix puts the weights down.
I was
Well, no,
asking. Oh,
You
okay.
don't know where he got them.
It's because she has her special move to double or half the weight of something.
Yeah.
Remember she did it on the boat?
Yep.
Uzi.
Goodbye.
Just passing by, Uzi. I said I was going to do it.
Mistakes were made.
Yep.
The men got too excited.
That poor tiefling pirate.
Then again, this is D&D. When were mistakes not made?
So, up in Lou's former, somewhat still room, Krippig just kind of crosses his arm. Lou,
What did I do?
Who is your father and what does he do?
Krippig does not care enough. He probably would care, but he does not care right now. Lou, what are your intentions?
Get rich and probably die trying.
Not
Live fast, die young, leave a beautiful corpse, like fucking gorgeous.
The best
Kirby-
corpse.
pinches the bridge of his nose and says, Lou, I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to Felric.
What do you mean?
What are your intentions?
Probably drink more wine at some point, I guess. I don't know. He does live here now. I mean,
Lou, are you aware that he is interested?
in me?
That's no
Yes?
big smile. I had no idea.
Unless he forgot already.
It's a
Considering
lot.
Harton told him.
A lot of alcohol, a lot of alcohol.
Not that night there wasn't.
Plus he's good at playing it like this.
Yes, interested in you, Lou.
What did I do? I mean, I am the newest member of the gang. I mean,
Lou!
I do consider myself the bad boy of the group.
I'm sorry if that is perfect. He's interested in you. What'd I do? Just defaults to, I guess I'm in trouble, but why?
Lou, was that serious? Or was that a joke? Or are you trying to deflect?
I think it's all three. Are there no rules about fraternizing with coworkers?
Okay, Kribbig can see right through. So, are you actually aware of what he's implying? Because he needs to I need to figure out if he knows that you know.
Lou's getting there. He's putting the pieces together.
He was fucking told and it's still taking pieces to fit together.
It's a 10-piece puzzle and he's got the first two.
He's got the corners. He just has to work from there.
I have all four corners in the 10-piece puzzle.
He looks very frustrated and says, Lou, he is interested romantically.
In what?
Can we fraternize with coworkers?
Yes!
We can?
Yes!
Well, if there's no rules against it, I mean, I can go for a dinner anytime.
And a second dinner. Maybe even third.
Plus dessert.
I love lunches too.
Wolf preserve me. Lou, are you always this dense?
I think I'm pretty, intelligent.
Lou, you get the feeling that Kribbig does not share your sentiment.
He also doesn't understand why Felric is interested.
No, he does not. He has no idea why.
No one does.
To be fair, this kind of infuriating dialogue, he's probably thinking he could be your dad.
Oh, no.
I have
See,
walked
here's the
out.
thing.
I have walked out of Brig and the HR meetings feeling this same way.
Oh no, see, Jarlaxle's not dense.
No, it's a case of like, we could have had record-breaking profits, but then he decided to do his own thing.
Oh no, frequently he has to use his own funds for that. That's why he has Camuriel to tell him no, do it yourself. He literally has a whole separate checkbook for him. Lou. Alright, I've stated it. He is interested romantically. I'm not telling you to do something one way or the other, but please do try to sort it out and do something about it. Do not lead the poor boy on.
think I'll make a bouquet out of fruit. Call it an edible arrangement.
Okay. He's very quizzical, but he's thinking this might be some halfling thing, so he's okay with it. Very well. Also, at some point, after whatever it is y'all are doing is done, Jarlaxle did specifically indicate to me that I'm going to have to be educating you in how to be a drow, because, oh dear, you need the work. And Felrek is not going to be able to do it on his own. He's too biased.
Language thing's coming along, okay.
That's language. No,
That's a
this is a cultural thing. You
Oh,
would not know what to do if you stepped foot in a drow city.
No, that was where the get rich and then probably die trying thing comes in.
Lou.
I mean, they would kill me,
dead
right?
within minutes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
right now, yes. My goal would be to make it so that you can not die the second you step into a drow city. Or meet any drow, particularly a female.
The extra murdery?
You're a male.
Yeah.
I was expecting a
Well, are
question
you
mark, I'll be
interested too?
honest.
He looks absolutely... Lou, you have a feeling that is not on his cards at all. Just the absolute, oh hell no, across his face.
It's not because you're a guy, it's because of your personality.
Lou, male drow are subservient to female drow.
I'm not convinced.
We are not worth as much.
Well, what drow can cook like me?
Lou, if you talked like that to a matron mother, she would have you screaming in agony before she then put you on the altar to sacrifice to Lolth.
At which
Am I
point
really
Lolf
gonna have to
says...
go to one of these cities?
At which point Lolf says, no, thanks. I'll take an IOU. You can write it down.
No, she'll just trade him to somebody else. Like, I don't really want him. Take him.
Don't want this. You're not getting any favor for this, but still good job getting rid of it.
It's like stepping on a bug.
Your
Lou gets
strength of
passed
drow
around
can't well
celebrating.
limit him.
Lou gets,
Well-
Lou gets passed around the drow gods because no one wants him.
Even Eilish Stray turns him down.
And that's how Lou became immortal.
God damn it, Pharaon, it's your turn. Take him and take him.
And Veron's like, oh hell no, I'm not touching that.
Just stick him at a corner or something. I don't know.
Suddenly a drow soul winds up on the great coast of the good captain. Just by association, we dumped you on him.
Kieran Sala can't remember her own name, but she gets Lou. Like, what am I going to do with you? He just kind of, Lou, I don't think you're going to be sent to a drow city, but you at least need to know how to operate in drow society, specifically because we are a drow group. Maybe in one of our other bases, you might run into people who will cause you issue if you can't know how to behave. Just the rest of our Bragandier crew, you will be causing issues. You need to know how to behave, and when there is time, I will be helping you.
Okay.
And for the God's sake, please listen to me and take it to heart.
I mean, should I be more serious? How should I start?
Yes.
Oh, what if I tell you I'm always serious?
Then we are all doomed, Lou.
Drow finished in school, can you walk upright, keeping your eyes on the floor while balancing the spider on your head?
Let's go back down.
Maybe I can change all of Drow society.
Oh, Lord, be damned.
What if we use her...
Why
Thanks
would
for the
it-
thanks for the advice, Grebig.
He'd rather fight Saloon right now.
Oh, he would rather a lot of things right now. He's starting to think maybe he'd be better in Menzo Baronzon. Alright, let's go back down, Lou.
So what do you got away
hey-
with Felric, didn't we?
So, Fairlicht, what are your intentions towards me boy Lou?
Felric is bright red now. What do you mean?
I'm only joking with you, I know what they are already.
He's gone more bright red.
Be patient. He's dense.
I
But
don't
on
know
the
how to
bright
take
side,
that.
you are his teddy bear now.
He is mortified.
On the bright side, though, Passive React, you'll never have an issue for breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, after dinner, and then 4 more suppers. You might have to improve your training, though, to make up for the calories.
I do a lot of that. It's alright.
Aye, but I mean, I used to be a trim, well-figured man. Then I met Horik. Usually the story is you meet your wife, but she's actually incredibly good at that sort of calorie control thing. Crunches all the numbers. But I met Horik, and a little fucker just loves to make desserts. Pancakes, pastries. Fucking hell.
The little fucker.
Little bastard
His
took me
heart
abs
is thin
away.
as a rail.
Little bastard took me abs from me.
Well, I mean, good food is always good, yes?
It is. I do have to have a few days of just plain porridge now and again, though. Just in case.
I do plenty of training, and if I absolutely have to, there are more things I could always do.
Hey.
Oh boy. So Lou, were you and Kribbig going back down, or did I hear you ask Kribbig a question?
Oh, I'm gonna make something called triple syrup.
What is triple syrup?
I get 3 things of syrup and then I just cast all my spells at it. I don't. It's just triple syrup.
What?
I don't know. It tastes really good.
What?
I don't think it's magic, but
Just Uzana's ears
It's
twitching.
some kind of magic.
Yeah, Uzana's ears twitching. It's such ridiculous non-science.
Kribbig just blinks and says, "I'll take your word for it."
Ustana's
Let's go.
still not confident that's something that's called the culinary sciences.
It's fine. It works for baking. Baking can be precise. Everything else is just do it by ear.
Yes, Kribbig does eventually go back down to the common room. And just kind of gives you all a bit of a wave of farewell then. I suppose I'll just let myself out.
I mean,
Have a good evening.
yeah, we're seeing you off. Cheerio.
And with that, he does slip on out the front door and away he goes. To where, you don't know.
Well, he's not covered in blood, which is good. Means Lou didn't drive him to stab him.
I would hope not.
I bet we're close, though. You were completely
Why?
unsupervised. You've heard the stuff
Kribbig
that comes out of his mouth. It's amusing, but how far does
No,
Kribbig's good
Kribbig's
humour
not
go?
like that.
Hey.
Kribbig's a good fellow.
I'm not doubting.
Good friend of mine. So Lou, do you come down?
yeah, I'm coming down with a list of things I need. Yeah.
How to make triple syrup just says cast everything.
Ingredients: syrup.
With a 3 and a question mark beside it. A 2 scribbled out and a 4 with a couple of underlines, maybe.
Not today. I'm not ready. I need 3rd level spell slots for that.
Under
And
this,
yet-
under this section that goes forbidden. Oh God.
There's a 3
It's
and a
too
half.
powerful.
Yeah, under forbidden, there's 3 and a half written.
And just
So
other
Lou-
magic casters.
When you come down into the common room, Lou, at this point, Felric segues the conversation, and it seems like he's talking to the rest of you, but he's not doing very good on his hiding things. It's pretty clear who this is directed to. He just says, "Well, suppose I need to find some place to set up so that I can get some sleep at some point."
That's a good
I
point.
already did.
Oh,
That's a good point. I
so-
mean, Lou, Bjorn could do with a roommate, right?
Maybe 2.
An extra
I'm over
body to
with
cushion
Bjorn.
his snoring.
Felric pauses. I don't think I would want to share with Bjorn, no offense to him.
Well, I mean, Horik's not a sharing type, the little bastard.
He shares food. That's good.
Biggest room in a tower as well. You could hang a hammock in that, no bother.
I
Meanwhile,
mean,
Nadrax is a very private person. His room's quite small for how big he is, and then, I mean, Gax is always tinkering away, and there's already too many drow potentially in my bedroom at this very moment. I'm not sure.
Felric looks confused. What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, last time I saw it was like a circus tent of Drow running in and out and vanishing.
Oh no, that's just every so often that happens. We can't do that all the time.
I know, but I can't trust that there's not several Drow already underneath a bed waiting.
No, that would be a complete waste of resources.
It's a wee joke.
A really funny prank, though.
It's a wee joke, fella.
Scared you.
Would be.
Maybe that's why it felt like Slew is the first time he's starting to encounter humor.
I don't know, he works for Jarlaxle.
Yeah. Jarlaxle does like to live it up a little bit.
But there is, but it's more of a, but that's probably more in the sort of cringe category of really, you're going that far, you're doing all this. You've got to show you're that ridiculous and pompous.
No, Jarlaxle tends to be slightly dry, but
Are
yeah,
you
he will go up. Yeah.
Are you sure? I
He
mean,
does
we've seen him in Neverwinter as a pompous dandy.
That is Neverwinter. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna do it.
I'd love to come with you and no longer be sampling this fine elixir.
But so it just kind of shrugged just as well. I mean, if Lou doesn't mind, I suppose I could keep my stuff down there and I can stay down there with Lou. It does make sense after all, considering both, he and I are the prime targets, so it'd be better to keep us together.
I mean, that's a lot of words for just saying you want to sleep with him, so go ahead.
He turns bright red again.
Nice and cozy in the bedrolls, side by side.
We have a cot down there, actually. A cot would be good.
A cot would be good, aye, but for now...
A strong one.
Aye, but for now I've got to talk to... Well, the next day we've got to talk to the Guild of Glassmakers and the Guild of Fragile Good Transports, and of course the Guild of Polishing. Not to mention the Guild of Wood Frames. Those fuckers don't talk to the ones who make the windows.
Yes, they do.
They didn't act like it.
I've never seen them in the same room together.
They'll probably hold hands out of sight.
They'll help you set everything up. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal.
I know. Probably at an expense. Those were like big windows. Oh well.
Will the city do a discount because we, we broke it trying to kill a serial killer? Can we?
I don't think we get
tax break.
I don't think we get credit for killing them again. Those things like you get your bonus just the once. You can't keep bringing them back to claim it again.
I mean, it's technically a different dead drow every time.
That will raise further questions, though. Like, why is this dead drow a different drow?
Just start doing like they did in Britain when they started handing out the rewards for killing rats in London. People just started breeding rats.
Yep. We'll see about getting you some bedding and whatnot.
We should really be in the basement though, instead of in the actual house, because that's quite a bit for you guys to travel if there is an attack.
Aye. I mean, there's the wee den here. A lot of windows, though.
Could just sleep outside Harton and Gaddix's rooms in Horik.
I think probably the library might be the better idea.
Hey.
And we just maybe set up some window coverings.
Well, Harton destroyed all mine, so we're gonna need to buy some new ones.
I did that to save your fucking life.
Yeah, well, I was dying, so thanks.
Good. Now with more sincerity.
I am sincere. I'm just talking like this now.
It's a good thing you're going to show for gratitude by paying for your own windows, right?
I can't. Do I have gold?
I hope that was in character.
Yeah.
It's alright, it's alright, we'll chip in. I've currently got some dwarf money that can go towards it, which I'll repay him with eventually. Fucking cash flow is slow around here. You must be rolling it up and breaking the earth.
Pardon?
I'm saying cash flow is a bit tight here. You must be rolling in coins up and breaking the earth.
I mean, Breaking the Earth does have plenty. I have my paycheck, but that's about it.
I hope I get one of those one day.
Right, well, for now, you can keep in our empty library. And it's time for bed. All of yous. One. You can chatter away in your rooms, but I'm going up the mine with my wife, and no interruptions following me a bit.
All right, so you all go to bed then, right?
Yes.
Just to make
And
sure.
nothing happens.
Not after Rat Patrol, no. We just fucking hit the pillows, and that is it. We're done.
No, what I mean is, and nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing else.
happens,
No
right?
ambush. Correct.
Nothing at all.
And everybody.
Just to make sure I pull up this monster and there's nothing that.
That's what you do with Saloon's body in some holy water. Just keep soaking it. Just keep soaking it.
All right, so everybody, please move your tokens just because it'll be important for later, maybe.
Where would the bed be?
And then we
Just
all
there.
lived happily ever after.
We'd have the foot of a bed facing the door, or would we have the bed over here near a fireplace?
Hmm.
Have choices to make here. Logistical
Probably by
issue.
the door. Let's see. That's a window, right?
Aye.
Probably then down here, so I can look out the window and see the fireplace and have access to the door, but not, where it's really a pain in the butt.
Yep.
Alright. I should move Cadix here.
And we put the cubicle over here in the wealth corner.
Does anyone have the alarm spell, actually?
Let's see. Do I have alarm? I do not yet.
Oh wait, I thought Felric and Lou were still in the wine cellar temporarily until you could get things done tonight. It's not set up quite yet. Can I get confirmation from Lou?
And get back in your hole.
Oh. I'll just move them. Because yeah, I remember we did say that we were getting back into the larder, so I'll just move them back down there.
It's also the case with library and study. It's one of the worst rooms for security because it's got 2 balconies and all these windows.
Yeah, more specifically, it's very bright in there, and they're drow.
Yeah. On the bright side, though, it does have a direct connection to the dwarf.
Yeah.
Again, we may have to reassess some of these rooms because we can't have, if we ever get the library working, we can't have him in there all the time. We need to make a door. There we
Yeah,
go. Someone right there.
Oh yeah, that works too. Yeah.
Yep. There's a quick door in there.
But right then, what is everybody's everything again? I'll have to look really quick while I do all these rolls. So, are the roof traps active right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We'll get some spell
what I
slots.
expected.
What's in the ring currently? It was used for invisibility, yeah? Or was that just Lou casting it? I think it was just Lou casting it, yeah.
Which spot?
No, I was just double checking with the ring.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think the spells have been changed, so still 1 shatter, 2 guiding bolts, and 1 magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a... Oh no, yeah, it works off.
And currently the 3rd ring that Uzana has.
Okay. Right then, so boy, we're gonna have to. Okay, so Pan. Oh yeah, Pan's back now. So Pan, I thought we mentioned that y'all were still being in the basement so you could fix up the other room because it's gonna be stupidly bright.
Yeah, it should be fine. Felric can protect me from fucking roaming revenants.
Oh, it wasn't for that reason. It was because it was gonna be really, really bright.
Yeah, we'll get some more curtains tomorrow then.
Yeah, Felric would volunteer that. Yeah, while you all do whatever, he can go buy curtains.
I mean, it is also the fact that it's going to be a bit more difficult for a saloon to just get to you since he has to go through a trapdoor.
I hope he does.
I mean, unless he's starting to start digging through the earth with a pickaxe through the wall.
He doesn't have to breathe as an undead. He could do it.
Yeah. All right. So everybody, everything is fine. Y'all are sleeping wonderfully. So, Lou, Felric, are you immediately going to, take your reverie, or stay?
I would suggest, since it's 8 hours for everyone else, we can just do 2 shifts. One person awake and one person to sleep.
I suppose that works.
Not as fun, but you know.
You
I'll
wanna
go first. I can do
then?
this post lots.
Safer.
Yeah. All right. So that happens. You have your 4 hours, Lou. You wake back up. Felric goes to take his little nap. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
I don't trust that tone of voice. I don't know why.
Are
Wait a
you
minute.
actively looking around, actively percepting things?
Wait a
or
minute,
are
I
you
just
kinda
spotted
like
it.
fiddling?
These 2 fucks are stealing from the kitchen.
Oh, hold on. They're not here right now.
Yeah, especially keeping an eye on the hatch, but yeah, keeping an ear out mostly, listening.
What if he's
Okay, so
already in the
you're
room?
you're in your position where you can't see the hatch. Okay.
I can
Roll me a perception.
I can definitely hear the guy. No way. Definitely, he's not sneaky at all.
Not with his boots gone.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, everybody else, y'all are fine.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. Nothing is going wrong
But it was
whatsoever.
not fine.
It's fine. Leaf's just telling you to get the fuck out. This is not a place for sleeping or fucking.
Lou,
Wait a minute. That's not fine at all.
you lock eyes with somebody.
This is gonna be a thing.
Now, I'm going to point out, Lou, this, it's Saloon, but it's not Saloon. It's a very weird, peculiar thing. It is a drow, again with his throat slit wide open. But you can tell, while he is not Saloon, he is definitely Saloon. Give me a wisdom save.
Yeah!
God.
You are paralyzed! However, he comes over, he takes a piece of paper and he's looking at you. He lightly sets it down next to Felric. He takes another piece of paper, waves it in front of your face, lightly sets it down next to you. You can see his fingers twitching. He's reaching for that scimitar. He's reaching for it. And then he kind of takes a very brief step back. And he doesn't really want to, and you can tell he really, really, really wants to do it. But instead he kind of backs up a little bit more. And then the next thing you know, he casts a web spell. Your room is now currently webbed.
So you're covered in sticky white goo, and now you can actually legitimately use the excuse that there was a spooky ghost.
You just came out of nowhere and started gooing everything. Yeah, I guess I auto-fail, right? Because I'm paralyzed?
Yeah, you auto-fail. Felric is asleep. I would assume being asleep means you auto-fail that too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but does
You're
it wake him up? I mean,
incapacitated.
he's getting hit with something.
Oh yeah, he'd wake up. He would absolutely wake up. You hear scampering going up to the tap room.
That little scamp. Saloon giggling to himself. Just a prank, bro.
He is laughing maniacally. As a matter of fact, Bjorn, what is your passive?
Oh, I don't think it's very high. It's actually 13.
Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Yeah, you hear some cackling maniacal laughter from downstairs. Lou, you are now free to actually do things. And not to mention, Felric also kind of gives an absolute mix between a yelp and a shriek. Are you doing the same thing?
What, yelping?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of like completely covered in webs. You were just paralyzed and frozen in fear.
I yell, "It's just a prank, bro!"
Alex is more confused.
Saloon snuck down to just goo you while maintaining eye contact.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. Oh, look. Sorry, there's paper. He left us paper for some fuck. That was actually the nicest interaction I've ever had with Saloon.
He really is making it, isn't he?
Bjorn, you heard maniacal laughter and a yelping shriek from down below.
It's both distress and grumpiness and don't. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Don't. And then up over the porch.
Just leaps off into the air.
Yeah.
You know you're not wearing your armor, right?
Yep.
Give me a dexterity.
I'm getting flashbacks from another dwarf that may have done something.
No,
like
he
this.
didn't go through the fucking window.
Hey,
You know
I know
what?
that makes it more heroic.
I'll say you landed, but it wasn't pretty.
Doesn't matter. He was in his night dress.
There are distressed people who are walking past on the street and just seeing half-naked dwarf just jump out the window.
This is fine.
Unbelievable, just trying to get some shot, eh?
And as Bjorn is trundling down, Felric looks at you. What's going on?
Read the papers he left us.
I can't reach the papers.
I'll read the papers then. Oh, and I can't.
What's going on?
Hang on, Bjorn. Where's your key?
For fuck's sake.
Climbs back up the wall.
Hang on, just gotta make sure that we lock the back door. Fuck!
Matter of fact, no. Stop. The back door is wide open.
Oh, thank God.
No, that's a bad sign.
Yeah, but it also means I don't have to go all the way back up.
You hear two panicked drow in the cellar.
I can't read. What?
You can read, Lou. You just can't reach the papers.
Alright, well, they're screaming in pain, so that's a good sign.
That's all,
Here, I'm gonna inspire
that's
you
all he
savage.
hears for distress. I can't read.
Hey! You alright down there?
No.
Ooh.
Are you dying?
No.
And you're alright?
We're covered in webs and we're stuck.
Oh, I don't need about your nightly routines here.
This is not a nightly routine.
Saloon's out there somewhere. He was having a. Actually, he's pretty nice today. Don't necessarily punch him right away.
Hang on, let me just clamber on down there. See what's happening.
He removes the sword from its sheath, meaning his clenched butt cheeks.
And yeah, Bjorn, when you get down here, yeah, you get to there and you can see that whole area that they're in is absolutely encased with webs.
Ah. Well, good thing that it's one of you. Good thing I'll have this as I take out the drow fire shield. Alright, stand back.
I can't.
Well,
Be careful for the notes. We don't want to burn them. We don't know what they say. They're probably important.
Or you just drew some dicks on it. It'd be funny.
I don't know, maybe. I'd rather know what they say, though.
Can you grab him, Bjorn, before you set us on fire?
I don't really want to walk in there.
Saloon's a weird guy. Instead of drawing dicks, he just wrote it many times.
Hang on. I might have an idea. Do we have any loose boards or can I take a table down with me?
Fuck's sake, we've got to pay for all this shit.
You could probably use
Yeah,
the
you-
ladder itself.
You could probably use, like, a stool.
No, I want a table that is actually easier to lay down as a surface so it doesn't get stuck on the web.
Oh yeah, you've got Horrocks ramp.
Well, remember, the web is in the air.
Oh, it's not
It's
just
thrown
on
across.
the floor.
Yeah, no, it's not just on the floor. It's thrown
Okay.
up between.
Hang on. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna. So, nothing else is down here except the web. I heard Malika laughter.
No,
He went up
he
there.
went back up, yeah.
Alright,
Just
listen.
let him know.
And then the
I'm
hatch
gonna go
slams
back
shut.
up. Yeah, I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna shut the hatch. I'm gonna put something heavy, and I'm gonna go bring the rest, and we'll figure something out. So it does become 3 of us getting stuck down here, okay?
Yeah, go find him.
Okay.
Make sure he's not gonna hurt the kids.
I'm gonna crawl back up, close the hatch, and
Go back to bed.
push, push, kind of push a shelf or something against it, so it's at least not gonna be able to just open it up easily. And then I'm gonna go upstairs, quietly past the kids because I don't want to start waking them up. Once to make it half an hour later.
Elric does manage to eventually break himself out. He is definitely not about this. He's struggling. He gets a sheet of paper.
And then Rosanna's gonna hear.
Dum dum dum.
Yep. It didn't pick it up on it. Yeah, morning. We had a unwelcome visitors, and now there are 2 drows screwed up down in the basement.
Fuck off! Alright, no, you've... sick. They said
Hey.
dry, so that means lose.
Hey, they're fine. They're just screwed up, tied up in web. I figure I'll get the rest of you.
Stop the noise, stop the I'm coming, but fucking stop the noise.
Yeah. Wake up the rest of them. I'll go back down, make sure nothing else happens.
You go ahead, we'll catch up. Fuck's sake.
Zana, you have a piece of paper that is currently laying down across you.
Oh,
You've been taking notes in your sleep again.
no.
Oh yeah, on the way back, just gotta peek open the door, make sure everyone is okay with the kids.
They are out like the light. The dog looks up at you with confused eyes.
Leaps for a throat.
Just gotta, yeah, just gotta sit.
Why
fuck
am I
down.
here?
Shush.
Thinks the dog.
It knows why it's here. It got fed.
And then I'm gonna go back down and remove what the shelving I had put over the hatch.
So,
Open
Lou,
up.
are you trying to get yourself out?
Yeah, I guess I'll put in a little bit of effort. It's the bug.
You do get advantage because Felric is trying to assist you.
I'm on a 20. No.
That's
Good
it.
enough, yeah.
You barely managed to get yourself out. You and your sheet of paper get out.
I gotta read this shit.
Okay. Well, first thing right when you get out, so you're all right then.
Yeah, he just
You
came in
okay?
here and gooed us and left. It was really weird. He was having a grand old time, I'll tell you that.
I don't feel any better about this.
Well, I didn't get stabbed this time, so I'm feeling pretty good.
But yeah, I do prefer that, yes. But why would he do that?
Probably wants to kill somebody else. And you're the toughest one here, I think.
Am I?
Fuck no.
I'm pretty sure you could kill all of us. I don't know.
Nope.
I'm a pistol. You forget what Saloon did with his pistol to you and Nadrax.
Okay, I've got one of those too.
You can't claim it as superiority when it's a low level campaign and they do 30 damage potentially with a pistol. Like, fuck off. That's bugbear styles of bullshit. Oh, you got a crit on my level 1 character. That's instant death.
Well, Felric does give a little bit of a shrug. And Lou, if you read your sheet of paper...
Bugbears don't really need crit. They do get double dice, I think.
Yeah, but they still need it for anything but a wizard. And
Yeah.
sorcerer.
I mean, 2d8 plus whatever their strength is.
Yeah, but
Can
then you
probably
factor in
kill.
like average rolls and shit like that there.
Yeah.
48 is way easier to kill someone with.
Yeah.
So yeah. You and Felric are just now getting ready to read the notes when you hear the scraping sound from the hatch above.
I sure hope that's Bjorn.
Better be.
He starts
Yeah,
laughing.
you'll probably hear some grumbling in Dwarven.
That sounds like a dwarf. Okay, we're good.
It's just Dwarven for like fucking hell. What a wait at fucking afternoon as well. Just waste a fucking day on this stupid shit.
2 days in a fucking row, the piece of shit.
Yeah.
Next time we're gonna
Felric
rip his
is-
balls off. They might not be his, but he'll feel it.
And then he'll sew a pair of runic mechanical balls.
You do see Felric is frantically trying to get the bits of web out of his hair.
I sure wish I could press the digitate.
That would be wonderful.
This is kind of cool, though.
He looks amused.
It's
You have
reading light.
successfully amused him. And Bjorn, when you open the hatch, you do definitely see a Felric looking up at you.
Ah, you managed to get yourself out.
Yes, apparently.
Good.
Right. Is everybody else good?
Aye, well, it appears so. I haven't heard Harrington blow up any other part of the house yet, so I'm going to assume so.
Well, he hasn't gotten out of bed yet because we're waiting for this scene to finish.
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna need someplace else to stay right now. I'm not staying in that.
You're not sleeping in my bed.
Just in the corner of the room.
Sleeping in white goo.
Lou, let's move the bed. We'll take the study. I don't care if it's bright.
Yeah, let's find Fox's face first.
You can always sleep in the private bathroom of Horik.
I mean, yeah, we could just set it all on fire, all the webs. We'll deal with it later. Oh, I'm tired.
I feel
don't know what
fine.
to do with it.
So, can we jump to the scene where Uzi's got a piece of paper in front of her?
Yes, Uzi has a piece of paper on her.
What's it say? Is the fucking creep sneaking in, or is it just something from Relaxel with a winky face thrown on it?
Is there a winky face on it?
There is not a winky face on it, unfortunately.
Is it written in drow?
It is actually written in a more common Elvish dialect.
Oh.
Although you have a feeling it's definitely not a Jarlaxle.
Well, no, there's no
And-
winky face.
There's no winky face.
Yeah.
There isn't an attached portrait.
The hand is a lot rougher than you would expect. And you have a bit of an inkling the note might not be for you. All it says is not all pain is physical.
Well, it's a true note.
No, I mean, that's just an established fact. He said, I'm going to fucking murder him many, many times. I hope he doesn't get dispelled. I want to have a whole year of ripping this cunt apart. I'm going to get his spirit, put it in the jar, and kick it about a bit, pissing it sometimes, shake it around while it's... And then stick him in a fire. What a fucking miserable little fucking bastard and cunt. Anyway, I'm going to wake up Horik and Gatix, send them downstairs for a bit.
All right.
Just walks towards the door, uses thaumaturgy, just walk through it while it opens. Hey, wee man. Bit of an issue with it. I'm guessing Saloon interrupted the visit, so could you have a wee check around the perimeter? You're faster on foot than I am.
Okay. I'm going to look out the windows and see, make sure there's nothing out there either.
Runs up and down the tower.
Yep. Check the tower. Check for any grapple marks at the top or anything stupid.
He just puts his hand on Cargo, and one small, gentle shove slides him to the side. Like a statue. Gatix might be nothing but be aware. We had that fucking drow in our house again. He's managed to get into my room and he fucked up the basement or something with Lou and Felric, so have a wee look, would you?
For fuck's...
I know, it'll be a
Okay.
short thing. I think he's fucking scarpered. He's being a dick about this.
See, we should have left out treats.
No.
I need coffee first.
I'm not prepared to... I love you, love, but I'm not prepared to humour that. No, this cunt's gonna get fucking ripped to pieces next time he shows his fucking face again.
I'm going to carefully examine this back door to see if that's how he got in.
Not that one.
I check my own door. Is it scuffed or anything like that there?
Okay, this one?
Doesn't seem. I mean, you can't see anything wrong with it. It's unlocked.
Check the kid's breathing.
Kids are breathing. Is anybody gonna let Nadrax know?
Should, but that's
what?
some. The problem
about
is, the stairs go up there. I'm just not in the fucking mood. Kogo, you're a good boy. You're a real.
I'll get it. He just takes his coffee cup and just. He got coffee from Kago and he starts walking up the stairs. I'll
we're
get
gonna
it.
send Kogo up. You could have. Never mind. You know what? I'm not hearing any screams. I'm not hearing Horde calling. I'm going back to fucking bed. Come here, you. Alright. What was it doing? What was I thinking about?
What are you doing there, Gaddix?
Why is Kago coming with me? I'm going up the stairs, but Kago is attached to me. Hey, Nadrax! Wake up! You're not gonna believe this. Dark elves got in the house again.
Nadrax, you have a note on your chest.
What the fuck?
He's been in your room.
I pick up the note, try to read it.
He was never this stealthy in life.
I know. He's very good in death. It's in Elvish.
God damn it.
Luckily, you're living with a linguist.
I need more
Come in,
traps.
motherfucker. Do you speak it?
I need more traps. I need all of them.
Once I hear Nadrax moving, I'm gone.
Yeah. Nadrax is grumpy. He is not silent as he comes down the stairs.
And yeah,
Can I check
Felric
my work?
starts-
Anything's missing.
Felric starts gathering the bedrolls and just kind of, alright, let's just get back up there. Let's just put this in the library.
There we go. You're about to get yelled at very loudly. It's gonna get to the point that we're all gonna be sleeping in the same fucking bed, and I've already had too many drow in my bedroom.
Yeah, Felric is in a common room.
He was heading up with the stuff. Lou, were you following?
Yeah, and we're just walking behind, looking over the notes as we go. Because I will steal his, of course.
No, he's gonna hold on to it. He's got a death grip on his, Lou.
Yeah, once I see Felric, that is the first one who I know speaks Elvish, I hold the note in front of his face. Read this for me.
5
right?
gold.
No. And he takes it. He kind of looks over it. It says you can hide from Xanathar, but you can't hide from me.
This is getting personal.
Strange that for a vengeful revenant.
Yeah.
And you went there just to insult him during his execution? Yeah, it got personal. Weird.
Yeah.
Who would expect a random drow who actually fucked his own people and his new group to come back? Like, what the fuck? You don't expect people to come back as revenants when you kill them.
Problem is, our DM will not let go of drow. Every drow will become a roving revenant if we kill them.
No, just this one.
I'm
And
sure
you
we
all
can make
came up
another
with the idea. You probably could have come up with another one, come to think of it. Knowing you all.
And lose anti-drow field.
So is everybody else okay? I assume everybody else got one of these.
What does mine say?
I can't read.
He gestures for you to hand it
of paper
over.
lying around, or is he
Nope.
not?
The
Okay.
only individuals were Felrex, Lou, Nadrax, and Felrex gestures for you to hand the paper over, Lou.
I'm pretty sure I can read this myself.
Give it a whirl then. It's normal Elvish.
I can do that, sort of. Come
Give
at
me an
with your-
intelligence. Yeah, you can read it okay-ish. You're pretty sure it says, "I will use you to hurt them."
Well, that's a terrible idea.
I'll do it.
And Felric just kind of waits.
I'll do it. I'll
What
kill
did
him.
it say?
All right, clever little bastard. See if I care.
It's proof that I'm useful. He's going to use me to hurt people.
Blue, that does not make Felric look happy.
It's not because we like you. It's the principle of the thing.
There's no way he steals my body, right?
Blue, don't talk like that.
It's the old. Is that their fucking old caption bit? The demon possesses my body. Ow! Does that always hurt? How do you live like this? I know, right?
I know. That's a demon in my body. Yeah.
But yes, Felric takes the rest of the bedrolls, brings them into the den, neatly folds his piece of paper, sticks it under the edge of the bedroll. Right. I guess I should get back to trying to sleep then.
It'll be impressive if Jarl Axel managed to get get a piece of paper himself in the morning.
I don't know. Maybe you'll find out.
That would be a hell of a trick.
I was
That
about to
would be-
say, I mean, we haven't seen him barge into your bedroom yet, so...
Well, he's got to untangle himself from his multiple ladies and put on his sword disguise.
I have a feeling that Jarl Axel can move real fast when he needs to.
Yeah, like when there's a very angry kobold near him.
Yeah.
I mean, he can definitely get up to 60 feet of movement. But, right, so is everybody planning on just going to bed? Everybody going to leave things around? Felric does mention he is going to go down to the tap room to get a glass of something to steady his nerves in case you want something, Lou.
Harton does grumble the fact that he hasn't checked, so he has to make sure and just walks down in the boxers and slippers. Good, some of you are here. You're all alive and uninjured, eh?
We got webbed.
Goop.
Is it cleaned up?
Nope.
No.
Does it
I
last
can't do
for
that.
You know that. Do you know if a spell does it last? Did he get a spider and squeeze it out in front of you? What happened?
I just woke up. Lou, were you awake? You were awake,
Yeah.
yes?
He
He
didn't
looked
do
at
it.
me and then he said, "Yeah, goop."
No, he did not.
Well, maybe he did. You were asleep.
And Lou's telling he did. He also
Go,
twirled his
Web,
mustache.
Go, Web, go.
And so did Lou. Everyone had mustaches in Lou's dream.
And the very twirly ones. That's
Bjorn had two for some reason.
He's a dwarf. Makes sense.
Yeah.
One on
An
the
upper
chin.
mustache and a lower mustache.
But you're on. Well, apart from the obvious psychological torment, because I got a bit of paper saying, was it the only physical pain is not the only pain, so he's just being a right dick about this.
Oh yeah, he wants to use me.
And abuse you.
Probably.
Lose you.
Yeah. Lose me.
Do you remember?
Damn it.
Do you remember that guy who, like, back where he had to protect this message from this weirdo, where he started leaving these weird rhymes about how he was going to hurt us for being the way of this miss?
Oh, see, you probably want me to remember the whole investigation period and chase him down. All I remember is the fucking. It reminds me of when Horik does that roast duck. Like, the snap of the bones was an exquisite sound, and we did that to the majority of them. We should do that with Celine. Make it a bit slow. Linger a bit. He can, as long as he can feel the pain, it'll be fine.
That's what I said in the beginning we should have done.
Hey, well, it was, a bit of a spur of a moment thing. I just want him done because Lou were in a bad way. If we're in a better state, better condition all, I'll be happy to extend it, but for now, We just break the fucker anytime he shows up. Like, he's trying to act all superior as if I can sneak around, I can get about. He's forgetting the fact we've kicked his ass fucking twice now. Both have resulted in his death.
We did have some help the second time.
Yeah.
Aye, and we'll keep that help because we've got Felric here. Sometimes we'll have Kribbig.
I'm more concerned why he felt the need not to attack us.
Oh, he really wanted to.
So he was probably told not to.
Or he's trying to get some enjoyment out of this. He does it a whole year.
No. You saw it in his eyes, like the whole reason he's back is to kill us. I don't think he's gonna. If he had his own free will about it, I don't think he's gonna let it linger. You were talking about his benefactor and all that there. He might be under orders.
Well, let's get all these notes together. Maybe they line up and form some mega message. I don't know.
No, they're all pretty much isolated statements. But sure, why not? Go ahead. I'm going back to bed.
I'm a master.
We'll do this in the morning when the kettle is boiled, breakfast is ready, and I've got a lovely little dog I can ruffle between the ears. But for now, I'm going to ruffle my wife between the ears.
I've got some
Goodbye.
bad news for you. It's noon.
It's not fucking noon.
Aye.
You're not telling me Saloon came at noon.
Quidley pokes his head out the door. It's noon.
You just see him like building up all of his air in his mouth. Just walks outside for a moment. Walk! Thank you, Squidly.
You're welcome.
Now go back to bed.
We're having a late day. You just can lie on a wee bit.
I know. That's why we're just in here. We're fine.
But, importantly, if the dog needs a walk, you lot take him for a walk.
We already have.
Good lads, a lot of you.
We know you're up late doing the thing.
You know what? Hang on a wee second. Goes back upstairs, gets his robe, comes back down. Aye. Let me recount the nothing that happened last night. Just so you're all well informed and all that there. So as you can see, it's all a bit of a hassle.
While you're doing that, Felric does go down to get some drinks.
Yay.
You all do have realized none of you have seen or heard about Felric's note.
Yeah.
Just saying, out of the group that's led up there, I know Hart wouldn't care, but that is the case.
It's just
Well, he
some,
would,
like,
was a case
you
of
like
not
blue,
not
huh?
this point in time.
Probably just making fun of his taste, you know? I am not exactly to everyone's liking.
I know, Kribbig almost said so. Right, so Harton, what are you telling the children?
Yeah, just giving them a full accurate rundown.
So nothing happened and you burned a body.
Aye, but we'll be going back the next few nights. I don't fucking want to leave you here, actually, come to think of it. But that lovely bloke Felton will be around the house.
Yeah, I like Mr. Felton.
He'll keep his ear right. He's got those pointy ones.
Did you wait? You just said he's got the pointy ones?
I thought he was disguised as a normal elf.
No, he's disguised as a human.
Okay, yeah, then I don't say that, but I thought he was running about as just an elf, that's all.
No.
Oh, that's your Lexel, that's usually.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, yeah, we did see him come in a couple of times last night, and then he had his one friend too.
Hey.
The drow one.
He's a nice one as well. Unlike Lou, he's actually quite dangerous, but on our side.
They look confused. Okay.
Well, I mean, he can defend himself. He can help defend you lot. He's not one to scream about.
Yeah, no, we figured that out. He apologized for scaring us.
That's good of him.
So, you can go back to bed. We don't want to keep you up because you've been up a lot.
Aye, and like I said, we'll be pulling a few late ones in the graveyard to make sure nothing untoward happens.
You can almost say we're doing the graveyard shift.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's what the quest is called.
No, it doesn't have one.
Oh,
It's not marked on my HUD. I actually can't tell.
missed opportunity.
So,
But,
yeah, we'll be
uh,
okay. We're helping in the tavern. Things are going good.
I don't need to worry about. You don't need to worry about that. Just make sure you have a good wee time.
I know, but we feel good to help out.
Yep. And I'm glad you're feeling
And
that. So you really didn't
Yes,
pay a single word of attention to what the nuns would tell you, huh?
no,
The sister were absolutely shocked that you lot listened to anything Uzana and I told you.
well, I mean, sometimes we listen to the sisters and the brothers,
It's
but a
called
lot of
selective hearing.
the times it was really boring. So then we didn't pay any attention to it.
Quite a lot of, hey, you better stop. Those are the ones that got ignored, right?
Yeah,
You're a
and this
proper
is
wee
how you
miscreant.
shovel the dung.
Well, you need to have decent technique for that there, like so you do a job quicker.
Yeah, but I
Remem-
didn't want to do hours of it.
Aye, but remember, we do have an oil bearer on the way, so we might have to actually practice a wee bit.
I mean, we picked up the dog stuff.
Aye, good job.
Yeah.
Throw it to the local kids.
No, we didn't do anything bad with it this time.
I don't really like that little provision at the end there.
Okay, we don't plan on doing anything with it.
There you go, correct
Yeah.
answer, even if it's a lie.
You did say yet.
Yeah. I heard that. You're trying to slip away with that silver barred tongue of yours.
I don't have a silver bar tongue.
Not yet. Not
Yeah.
yet. But you'll learn and train, I suppose. Unless you want to be something more useful. I don't know.
Birds are super cool.
You do
Dinosaur
not
comes
prove
up with
that
a drink.
fact at all.
So you now have a drink, Lou.
I am like a 6-way secret spy, so that's pretty cool.
You've not really
Thanks
done
for the
anything
booze.
with that.
I'm just a basic member of everybody.
If you're an entry level one, you're not really getting the sensitive information to throw around.
Well, I know that there's I can make fun of kids for shoveling shit.
Yeah, you could be a dick to an orphan. Well done. Your years of training have paid off as a college student.
I'm an orphan and I got a family too. Haha, you don't.
I've got such a big family. I can't wait to meet the Bannerys.
Can't go wrong.
I'm gonna be the favorite.
And can you really say that you're an orphan when you apparently do have a living father?
Oh, Lou's actually not really aware of that fact.
Oh, it hardens
Well,
right
no,
here.
if you remember, Jarlaxle did mention that there are two options. And he knows both of them.
Funnily enough, he knows one of them really, really well.
Yeah, really well.
I see him every morning.
I can't stop looking at him in the mirror.
Handsome guy. You really would like him.
I mean, you look a bit like... Wait a minute. No, you don't look much like him at all.
You know, that's the funny part. I'm wondering if you squinted really hard if you'd see a family resemblance there.
You just need...
I
All you
wonder
need
if
to do
there
is
are
just
similarities.
sweep back Lou's hair. Just pull it
Yeah.
back so it's tight against the scalp and suddenly... Oh, yeah, you do have the slab chin. Your head
Yeah,
does look
put
like
all the
something
hair
of
up in a hat.
Yeah, your hair... Your face does look something like a meat brick. That fucking comic art of Jarlaxle.
Oh, God. Yeah, probably if you hit all of Lou's hair, there might be a resemblance there.
I tell you what,
Well,
kids.
Lou may go bald one day.
I will tell you. Well, as an elf, I don't think that's a risk. I think you do have
Yeah,
to
it's
shave
not.
your head.
Yeah.
Well, kids, I'll tell you this. I need a few more hours of kip, just to get recharged and everything like that there. I think, right?
Yeah.
Then,
Not much, but yeah.
aye. Then we'll go out for a wee walk. Have a look around, get up to some mischief, eh?
That sounds like fun.
It does.
Can we take the dog?
Hmm?
Can we take the dog?
Yeah, of course we're taking Balin.
Okay.
We've got to get him used to us after all. It's his new family. I sure hope he wasn't some noble's hound that got enlisted for this.
I mean, they don't got a collar.
Indeed, don't got a collar, he was a wee bit scruffy.
We gave him a bath yesterday.
Good job. Was he agreeable? You didn't snap at them, did you?
No.
Holds his tiny dog up in his massive hands. Scrutinizes. Good boy.
The kid's trying to hide the fact that he's missing a finger.
Jenks just keeping his arm completely covered. The bandage is tailing out of his robe.
No.
Alright. But first a wee bit kip. Then we'll be up and about. We'll have a bit of fun. Might see if we can take in a show. Alright.
Alright, so does everybody go back to bed?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, there you are, Easy. What are you up to?
Oh, just making sure everything's all right.
Hey, everyone's fine. A bunch of us got notes, all the ones personally responsible for Celine, I guess. I'll have to ask Felric about theirs. Lou's was
I
about
imagine-
getting used. I'm sure it's not.
I imagine Bjorn is just gonna go downstairs and start eating because he's been woken up. Adrenaline was going through the body, so I was like, well, I'm not going to go to bed now.
You alright with getting a few more hours in a nice warm bed?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Walk in, right. Right, on you go.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna chase my blue dreams here, on you. Oh, yes.
So
Just-
yeah, apparently some of y'all have decided to stay down. Eventually, y'all will have to go back and finish the rest of your rest if you want to,
Yep.
get rest.
Oh yeah, also, I'm gonna tell the Bjorn when the kids are gonna go downstairs to get something to eat. Probably gonna tell them that they should move their bed into his room so there's not a porch right outside.
Mr. Bjorn, can you wear trousers from then on?
There'll be a lot of us that all fit in one room.
But I'll be moving into your room while this is going on.
Well, does it really matter when there's a porch that connects to the hall that connects to your room?
Hey, because it's a long way around and
No, we mean
it'd be
this.
nice. Yeah, I
We
know.
can leave this door open here, so at least we'd be able to hear from
Yeah.
our room.
Yeah, but then wouldn't it mean that if something happened, it would take longer to get to us?
We could install a new door.
No, don't worry.
Martin can install
Why?
one very quickly.
Our companions who will be looking after you during the night. They'll be staying nearby, be able to come and help you.
And admittedly, I mean, if they're in that room below, and there is the sound of any kind of scuffle whatsoever, Thunderwave can be aimed down.
Like shooting through the floor with guns.
Yep. Breaching clear.
So I do assume that our kitchen crew eventually go back to finish the rest of their kip.
Yep, but we may as well sleep on a full stomach.
All right, and yes, eventually you all do wake up and you do get your full rest.
Ta-da, spell
Now,
slots.
it's now 2:00 in the evening or 4:00 in the evening.
Yeah, it's about 2.
It's a very languid stay in the shower. A bit of just standing underneath it, existing, and that's about it. Alright. Clean, polished, beard, scruffy but immaculate. Time to face what's left of the day. Gotta show the kids a good wee time. Reassure them about today and the next few days when we'll be out for a while. Kinda want to bring them along now. Late hours though, late hours. What do you think, love?
Do you think he's going to show up each and every night now?
Until we break this current body, aye. At most, we might get a bit of reprieve just because he's got to steal another one. Hopefully, Jaraxel's already arranged his troops to not walk around by themselves. Maybe have an essential accountability. Other thoughts?
No.
Also, what the fuck was Lou talking about with triple syrup?
Full syrup?
I heard a wee bit of it when he was walking down the stairs with Cribbig. He was really proud of it, but I couldn't fucking tell the rest. It's just he kept on saying triple syrup and then all his spells, and that's about it. I thought he's halfling raised, but I don't really want to trust him in the kitchen at this point.
Well, I mean, what if he did put all his spells on the food, and you bit into it and it then cast them all on you?
Well, he's mainly
I
a
suppose
he mainly knows illusion stuff, right?
maybe, though I kind of expect the first one to just mock you for biting into it.
How would a command work? We've seen him use that one.
I'm not sure. Maybe he'd be like, "Boy, you look like a fool. Now you're gonna act like a monkey."
You know what? You can ask him. I don't want to have that conversation, I'll be perfectly honest.
I kind of dread asking and talking to him about it. I might give him some ideas.
Well, you're filling my head with one currently, but we've actually got some nice things to do family side. Let's have a wee walkabout, get some air, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
But hey, what do you think of bringing the kids with us to the graveyard?
Would not be the first place I'd think for a walk with the kids, but
No,
oh,
not for a walk. I mean later tonight when we're actually doing the shift.
Well, I will also point out the City of the Dead is the largest open air park, so people do actually go there just to spend some time.
Yeah, it's nice.
wait, will they be with us when we're doing our patrol?
That's what I'm asking about.
Do you think it's safe?
I think it's safer than taking them out and leaving them here where Saloon might creep about.
Mm.
And again, it's also like, there's pros and cons in both ways, because if we don't have the kids here, then Felric might be here on his lonesome. And while the kids aren't going to be stabbing Saloon in the back or anything like that they're still able to cause a ruckus.
Mm. But then who will watch the tavern and look after the egg?
It's true, we've got to brief Felric on his duties.
Does he have an accountability buddy?
I'd say it's Lou, but we both know that's not true.
And wouldn't Lou be with us?
I know it's a bit. Well, I mean, the tavern's going to be kept on by the rented staff. And I suppose we should keep them together. Certainly the dog might help. They've got a good nose for the rot. But it's just the fact, I mean, you heard the wee tales we told. Like their parents never went off venture and never came back.
Mm.
Don't want that happening a second time. And they are still wee creators, wee weans and all that there, but wouldn't do them too much harm to get a bit of adventuring experience in them. They don't need to go running around doing what I was doing or anything like that there, but a wee bit of what's the right word? Sort of stealing the wits. Good old desensitization. But maybe not tonight. Not while
Not
he's
tonight,
prowling
but
around.
definitely can take them during the day.
Aye, of course. But once we snap Saloon in half, maybe we'll take him.
Absolutely.
Alright, let's get ourselves dressed, although no rush on your part. I'll sit here, lace my boots. And then off we go. Oh, after food. Hope Horrocks left us something out. That's our plan.
Yep.
Oh, and I
As a
would.
matter of fact, right.
I would probably speak with Felric as well. So they haven't fully awake. What was on your note? Something vile, no doubt.
Nothing important.
That was a wee personal insult, though, wasn't it?
Yes.
All right then.
And note for Drillaxel.
Right. So he wasn't He wasn't going to leave one on your boss's desk. What a shock.
I mean, to be fair, it would be a little bit difficult to get there.
Yeah, it's in Zord's room. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, Drillaxel did say that is actually. Well, no, Zord said that was Drillaxel's.
You don't have to correct yourself. We know it's the same guy. At some point, he's going to voice it. At some point. How are you holding up on your first duty of guard work?
Hmm?
Well, I mean, he slipped in, he got around the whole bloody house without an issue.
Yeah.
He were
I don't know
fucking
how he-
incompetent when he were alive. How's he gotten better and
actually-
deaf?
He wasn't incompetent, just. I don't know. Apparently, something about being here made him not competent.
Well, he
It's
went
the
well.
anti-drow field.
Then how is it that you are sometimes competent?
He's the one
I'm a
making it.
halfling.
He's not a drow.
I just love the
Yeah.
idea of it. He now says he's a halfling. He gets down on his knees.
The key word in that was sometimes competent.
The field can be turned off, yeah.
I've been competent when I'm here, usually.
Hey. Not much
You're
of a
not a
poker
drow.
face.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Besides, unlike him, you're welcome.
Hey.
Maybe
No, I
that's
mean,
the
unlike
difference.
Saloon.
Maybe that's the difference. He wasn't necessarily welcome here.
He
So
was a
he
right
was
prick.
Unable to roll.
Aye. Even before we found out what he was a right prick.
That's always been Saloon. He has an ego. Absolutely fanatical for Lulz.
Which is a hell of a choice, I've got to say. Do you not have any useful ones you could worship?
Lulz is pretty much it. I mean, technically there are others, but it's Lulz.
The only things I've heard about her is she's crazy.
Yes. A goddess of chaos.
Aye. I mean, there's some other creator gods, but they're usually, ironically enough, a bit more predictable. They're just fickle. She's batshit fucking mental.
Yes, that would be accurate.
It's a bit
And for
further
a
than
goddess
just
of chaos,
Yeah.
she has a lot of rules.
Ah, well. Hopefully your sailor boy wasn't too miffed about being sent off to the afterlife by the good captain.
A lot of Brigandier is not necessarily the most loyal to Lulz.
Well, I'm just hoping he doesn't get offended. I don't need a second revenant on the way.
I don't think that would really do it.
Aye. And at least he'll
As long
be
as he goes wherever he needs to go.
Aye. Hopefully he'll get the glimpse that we'll get revenge, maybe multiple times for him.
Well, that is our plan.
Aye. Well, I mean, I'd rather it be once and be done with it, but we'll see how we go.
I have a feeling it won't be that easy.
Sounds like foreshadowing.
What if we all kill ourselves and get revivified?
What the ever-loving fuck are you talking about?
We would be dead then. He would have done his job.
I
It
mean,
would cost us a significant amount of gold, but
I've no
I
intention
don't
of
know if
fucking
that would
dying.
work. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's a good idea either, Lou. I want to
Yes.
remain alive.
yeah, but then that's why you get revived afterwards.
When Valkyr himself comes to claim me, I'm still gonna have a fucking oar in my hand to beat him away. I'm not going quietly.
I don't think Jarlaxle would volunteer for that.
I mean, he seems like the kind of guy who might have already done that.
Yeah, it's possible, but I don't think he would have done it on purpose.
Well, that's why it's cooler now if we do it on purpose. Okay, fine. I won't go to the boss with my stupid idea. Fine.
Aye, don't go to the boss and say,
Yes.
you should kill yourself. I've been thinking about it a lot. You definitely need to kill yourself.
Solve all our problems if you did that.
It'd be so much easier for everyone involved if you just stopped.
I don't think he wouldn't find that one very funny.
Saloon yelling out at you, I'll kill you, I'll kill myself first.
You
Well,
can't
if I
kill
kill
me.
me first, yeah.
I mean,
Plus they-
I imagine he would probably be really pissed if he killed himself first.
Yeah. After all, he's doing this for revenge, so I think it might be a wee bit personal. I don't think it's just, they're dead, tick a box, move on. But,
Just a suggestion.
in happier news, we're going to have a wee walkabout town. Just, stretch the legs about. Maybe Horik and Bjorn will have their little umbrella thing to go along.
Hey, actually, Horik, I was thinking, you see, there is the places we haven't checked here, and I figured if we could go right through here and visit this bistro and this whiskey shop right here, right next to the cigar shop as well.
Also, there's the dog track right here.
I've heard good things about that bistro. That we should really check that out.
It's got fine wooden furnishing, a definite hangout for nimble rights. But you're welcome to join us. Come along.
He looks at Lou.
Huh?
Do you want to go along with them, I suppose?
I think I have to.
No,
I can just stay here.
you can if you want.
Might actually go get some syrup. Get started.
Right. I guess we can go get some syrup then. Thank you for the offer.
You're welcome. Have a good
But
day.
I guess we're staying home for syrup?
He's heard it came from wood, so he's gonna be squeezing planks in the basement. Plus, I do have to visit the guild offices. Fuck. That should be quick enough.
I mean, if you just go to whatever installer it is, I'm sure they'll hook you up with what you need to do.
I know, it's all very agreeable. It's just a case of I know it's not going to be cheap.
Well, probably not. I mean, it's a whole room. Did you have to shatter everything?
Look, okay, right. Just so it doesn't get blown out of proportion, what I saw in front of me was a locked door, I heard Saloon cackling, and I heard a scream from Lou. So all I cared about at the moment was that door was not in front of me, so I could get the Lou.
Short
Yeah,
term,
you-
what Harter is trying to say is no, he cannot.
You could have
I
kicked
get,
it.
I get what you mean.
I could have. I probably would have gone through it, but the case is I did not want to leave it up to chance. I wanted in that room to save you. Because admittedly, the windows might be expensive, but they're probably a little bit cheaper than replacing you.
Yeah. I am, irreplaceable as the only
No.
drow in Waterdeep.
Not really, there's quite a few actually, funnily enough.
There is an army.
As we talk to the guild, hang on, it costs the same as a resurrection? Are you kidding me?
The fuck do you make these a diamond? Oh, if that makes sense then, alright. Can you make them out of something less brittle?
Plastic.
Alright, check with Gatix and all and Hordic. Guys, you want to come out with us on a nice fun family occasion, or do you want to go with Horik and Bjorn? Or you can sit in the house with Lou and Velric.
I'm still checking on the workshop. I don't trust these drow.
Alright. I mean, you trust Velric, right? He's alright. Lou, though, he's got a shifty look to him.
I swear I won't lie anymore.
Hey Drax, how about you?
What about me?
We're going for a fun-filled family day? Or do you want to go hunt for a Nimblewright? Or sit in the house, probably laying more traps? I did lay out the option for the others. I thought you would have overheard.
I guess with you.
Up to you. We'll be out and about. Maybe taking a few food stalls. Breeze around the park. Teach the dog a few tricks.
Sounds more promising than walking about, hoping to catch a Nimblewright.
Oh, they do have a weird old gadget for it. Could be a chase. Cross the rooftops, through alleyways. And you can do that. I'm not doing that fucking again anytime soon.
Do we actually know how far that thing reaches?
Hey, 300 feet. We were
500
given the
feet.
full rundown of it.
300.
300 feet. Oh, that's actually quite far.
I think, yeah, Arena?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me
Okay.
look up just one more time.
Basically, it means you get both sides of the buildings as you walk down streets and alleys.
Yeah.
Just saying that could be a fun, action-packed adventure, and we'll probably hear about it.
Yeah, it's 500 feet.
Oh, 500 feet, okay. Even bigger.
So,
Yes, we disperse into our groups, whatever those may be.
so Lou and Felric are going to buy syrup. Children, Hart and Uzana, and who else was going to go to the park?
Nadrex will join.
Okay. Gaddix was going to stay behind and work on his bits and bobs.
Yeah, he's gonna work on the workshop. He might lay a few traps, but
As a saloon
he
descends from
doesn't
the
trust these
rafters.
traps.
And Horik and Bjorn are going Nimblewright hunting. I'm surprised.
Slash gastronomy exploring.
Gas pump.
I'm mildly surprised that Nadrax has managed to avoid his sticky fingers to figure out what the heck the paper said. Y'all have very sticky fingers.
Not all of us. 2 of us. 3, really. 4.
Who's the
They're
third
really fucking thieves, these bunch.
Never
I mean,
stolen
Gaddix
anything. I just
and
put things back.
Nadrax. I think the only reason Lou hasn't tried to read Felrex is I think he knows that he probably wouldn't be able to read it.
I can always cheat.
I mean, you could, yeah.
I mean, Nadrex can't really read any of the notes. He is.
That didn't stop you last time. You just gave it to Uzana.
Yeah, if you teamed up, you could do it. You and Lou as a pair. Together forever.
Yeah.
100 years, Lou and Nadrax.
I mean, then again, his notes said something he'd rather not spread around, so it's fair to assume it's similar for the others. So, yeah. And he does have some amount of respect for the people he's living with.
I mean, everybody else has told you everything. Felric's the only one that's kept mum.
Lou's actually kind of proud of his.
Well, no one
I
asked
have
me.
use.
No, well, Nadrax didn't have to because remember he read it in front of everybody.
At the time, it was just Lou and Felrak in the room, I think.
So Bjorn was also there.
Oh, Bjorn. Alright.
Why did you say Bjorn that way?
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Well, it's more like Bjorn.
It's a fucking dwarf guy.
Right. Everybody goes off. You go your separate ways.
I also want to pick up a copy of the Gazoo.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Wazoo.
I'll be doing that. I'll do that every day till my story comes out, my feature, for which I now take credit.
So you did successfully deposit that, I take it?
Yeah, my plan was really dumb, but it worked.
It really was. I'm gonna have
Well, I mean,
someone
as long
break
as it
in, go
works.
through. I'm gonna have someone break in, go through the whole place, come out, then I'll sneak in and go in and come out.
I mean, I secured the way, so he could claim he personally deposited the notes.
Yeah,
And we'll have
like a
Gaddix be
manager
there.
thing. Kago was helpful.
Yeah.
He gave us coffee.
Notice he said Kago was helpful. There's literally nothing for Gaddix to do there.
But what matters is that he went.
I think that this is how everyone views Gaddix at this
No,
point.
it's a case of, like, Artnet assigned him there, they had full use of his resources, and they didn't utilize him. It's on them.
When he has a gun, it's not exactly sneaky.
I mean, what would he have done with Gaddix? What could he have done?
He might have got through
I
the
mean,
back door. Or
Yeah,
the
he's
front
gonna try
door.
doors again.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna admit to have failed on both doors.
Yep.
And then instead of just using a ground floor window, we decided to crawl up to the second floor, even though there was still another floor to go.
I was really hoping
I
Vader was
actually-
going to do that. I'm going to try the back door and just breeze through it.
I actually didn't realize there was
Didn't think of it
another-
actually.
I didn't realize there was a third floor. I just thought it were two.
Yeah, it worked out.
All right, so my nimble right crew, show me your path.
Okay. So. Yeah, I'm guessing we probably would be going through.
There we go. Nice and furrow,
Oh,
very
look.
easy.
Well, show me the actual roadways because you're going through houses there.
That was just me pointing for a laugh of a
Yeah.
whole crisscross across the entire fucking city in one day.
So let's see.
Because you've only got probably about 4 hours maybe before you have to go back.
Yeah.
You could just paint the permanent line.
Well, just do it. So I imagine we'd probably do.
Basically, you're checking out the North Ward and a bit of a Sea Ward, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, something like that, probably.
So, you all do head out. You do a relatively thorough search of the Sea Ward and some of the North Ward.
With a half an hour's break between at the whiskey house, the cigarette place, and the bistro.
And you do not find a nimble right.
Oh.
But you do find a 5-star recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine
Also,
you
we
get
got
a
others.
bit,
stars.
I imagine you guys get a bit slower in your search pattern at the end of it.
For the rest of you, you enjoy a lovely day at the City of the Dead. Lou, you do acquire your syrup. What do you
From a
do with your
halfling
syrup?
vendor.
Oh, it has, obviously.
I probably
Question: Do we actually have any in character? Do we have enough information to suspect that the Nimblewright might have been picked up by the Xanathars Guild?
Not really.
No real hint.
We know it's a possibility.
All we know is it blasted some of the expensive magical item and ran off. It didn't even grab the stone.
All right.
But-
I mean, I don't know actually if he was sent by the Xanathars Guild. I was just wondering if I should perhaps ask them to pass by the what's it called?
Zoblub shop?
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to mention that that's someplace that theoretically could be looked at.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah.
When you walk around. This time they can have their fun drinking and smoking.
I like how the City of a Dead group are having surprising luck keeping a dog that isn't even leashed.
It's kissing on graves. No.
Uzi, quickly, make it the Presty. Teach it fetch, comes back with a bone. That's great, but I threw a ball.
Lou, what are you doing with the syrup?
I'm going to explain to Felric that it's not actually a tradition, but I have decided it's a family tradition to make triple syrup as a courting technique.
No.
You just throw shit at it. Magic. Ah.
I just imagine him trying to do the sexy pouring on a food, but because it's syrup, it's taking more than 5 minutes or so to actually pour it in the bottle. Just wait, it's about to get sexy in here.
Oh, I'm not doing it yet. I have to save my spells in case there's like, evil undead and necromancers. But after that, I'm gonna just.
Okay.
You'll
You've
see, you'll
lost
see.
him.
He'll be very impressed, I'm sure.
I'm no doubt.
I mean, he did say courting technique at least.
A classic that I just made up.
And what does go through your head when you've got a character?
I don't know.
We've noticed.
It could be anything.
It really could. That's the fun part.
Well, you all do safely get back to Troll Skull Manor. Everything seems to be going fine. The tavern is getting ready to be opened. Your lovely serving staff are there doing their work. They greet you.
I'm paying
And
you the
it's time
smile,
for you
I'm
all
paying
to
you
go
the
back
work.
out. You head back out to the City of the Dead.
Yeah.
You're greeted, and somebody roll me a D100.
I shall do it. Nope, never mind. Holy shit, Lou.
Right.
The lich wakes up.
I know.
The entire
So,
graveyard rises and says, "Really?
You found us.
That's the best you got?"
Who all is going down to the graveyard? Everybody?
The only one who really has to go is Harden. So it's up to you guys.
Well, no, all of you have to go, otherwise you don't get the full
Okay, it is not
500.
optional. Everyone in.
I need money.
You must assemble your party before venturing forth.
I mean, we can have at least 5, I think it is. He was allotting 500 gold apiece.
Mhm.
Anything
No, it's
above
500 gold total.
Circle
Yeah, that's what I mean. But it was meant, he was expecting
tavern.
5 people.
We only need to send 5 people.
So if anyone wants to bunk off.
No, he did save for the whole group.
Yeah, what a cheat bastard.
Alright.
It's one of those Neverwinter moments. Oh shit, it's a dungeon. Everyone get over here.
Wait, we're all
And the
DP.
children are not coming, correct?
They're not coming tonight now.
Okay.
So it's the
Go.
kids, Felric, and the dogs back at the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Plus the
Kribbig.
egg.
He's inside the walls.
No.
He's stuck. He really needs help, but we're not there.
Saloon's the one who's hiding in the walls.
There you go.
It's just like the last shift game you played.
No.
He's just living in our storeroom.
So, as you all are wandering around, it's very boring. Nothing is transpiring.
Thanks, Lou.
And,
Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. They're running.
You
through the
spy
woods.
something. You spy a lot of somethings.
Mhm.
And they are rattling and shambling.
It's Bones Malone and the Spooky Boys.
Rattling boys.
You think they want to eat your face off.
They're wasting all of the alcohol.
Right, remember, we don't do anything until we call the priest, right?
Oh, well, hold on. Let me completely clear this again because it's
Alright,
There we go. Ooh, that's an initiative.
that's alright. Back
It
to
went
60.
to GM. I'm gonna re-roll it, but I'll have to put in the actual initiative.
There we go.
Should we rearrange ourselves? Or
Just
Rearrange yourself as you would be.
Yeah, just go where you would be.
Let's see.
Viewers in a 10-foot radius. Not actually that much.
You can't be in the middle of them.
Something like that, I guess.
This little conga line there.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't gonna do.
And we are
2 18s and 2
missing.
16s.
We're missing Uzana and Hork.
And we just lost Gadix. Why'd you delete your token?
He's switching it up for his new one.
Ah.
There we go.
Yeah, that was the old one. Yeah.
So I'm the 16, right?
Yeah.
Now
I
they were going
forgot
first. Maybe I should
Messes
just
with
move
the
back.
initiative tracker.
Well,
So what's your dexterity, Horton? Think you have a higher one than me?
16.
Yeah, you go first.
Well, just re-click on it, re-roll it, and then just manually put it in.
Okay.
That's what I did when I forgot
I
the
should
show.
probably just click right there.
Boop.
I tiebreaker.
Then you can delete that old one.
And then I'll just put you in at 15 because that way it'll sort you
Oh,
right.
yeah, I can change it to 15. There you
Yeah.
go. Then you can just delete that other Gadix.
It's already off the list.
I've got to say, it's a bit sparse here of a City of the Dead. Not a lot of cover.
Not much of anything else, it seems.
Yeah,
They're walking
just
across the
insane.
it's almost
grassy.
like the city died and there's nothing left.
I like the idea of it,
Top
though.
of the round.
It turned the mass graveyard into a city park.
Kind of like a
Yep.
Day of the Dead thing, you know.
But every day's the Day of the Dead.
I mean, as we found from the comic, Waterdeep is a party city.
Oh! Skeleton
Oh.
got really tall.
My god,
Oh,
he is
God.
big boned. He was right all along.
It's just a gelatinous cube with a skeleton in it. It's
Ooh,
in
a skeleton
full-on-
with oozes inside his bone marrow.
Oh,
Each
Delicious.
time you crack them, they slip out. Let's not also forget the time the party had to chisel away at a skeleton to get all the precious metals and gemstones embedded in him.
Yep. All right, so Horik. 1, 2. Do any of those hit you? The 7 or 22?
I think the 22 just sketches.
22 does.
So that's 7 to you. Harton.
Mm-hmm. Get fucked.
I don't think a 12. And then Lou.
I'm dying.
It's just like when I made the party in Icewind Dale. You died in the very
Nadrax?
first roll of the very first combat in the game.
that was hilarious.
Which ones are on me?
It was the 5. I don't think that hits you.
No.
And then Gadix, I think a 22 hits you.
Yes, it does.
There you go. So you get 4.
4? Alright. I can't even shield that. I feel
Bjorn, you just saw a lot of nonsense.
Rattlers. Alright. See if this will do. Nope.
You tried.
See about what? What are we seeing here?
To be fair, I did say, let's see if this will do. It didn't.
It didn't.
Yep. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Lou, you just got shot with an arrow.
Everything sucks. Harton, stand in front of me. Here's an inspiration. Just save me. Ah, fuck.
You gotta call him a cunt or anything.
An inspiration for Harton, and I'm going to viciously mock the skeleton for not being the one that shot me. Haha.
Kind of wanted to rattle it off.
Skeletons even take psychic damage?
Yeah, there's no immunity
Yeah.
to it. They can't be charmed, but they can be hit by such a thing.
Yeah, it confusedly takes 3 points of damage.
I will now hide. But not
Alright.
the action, because I can't.
Horik is going to get on with the punching because punching skeletons seems like a really intelligent thing to do.
Nice.
Yep. So which one are you hitting, the left or the right?
I was just going to hit the one straight in front of me to start with anyway. So that one there.
You almost shatter that. It is not looking too hot.
And on this high, I'm going to spend some key points so I can
hang
punch
on.
twice more.
You've got an extra D4. You did crit.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
all
rolled a
dice are
1.
doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone gets doubled too, though.
Oh, he doubles it. He gets another D4.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that other D4.
I get another
Okay,
shot.
twice the light.
He gets another shot?
Fuck's sake, man.
Ugh.
He's now Malgurned it. Thank you for that.
Oh,
I want that sword and that
punching shall
bracer. You two.
continue.
I've got a fair claim to that sword and that bracer by this point.
Hey,
Do skeletons here have vulnerability to bludgeoning damage, by the way?
I'm
Their base
fairly
stat
certain.
blocked it does, but I don't know if she's.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Never
So-
mind, he's dead.
Yeah, it's a kapow, that is.
Yeah, because that is a
Yeah,
kapow.
he is doing bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, for some strange reason, I never remember that fists are bludgeoning damage. You'd think I would remember that, but
fair,
yeah.
To be fair, a strangely large amount of things are bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and the other skeleton
Unless you're
is
Grayson.
also not looking too hot.
But he survives.
That one does not hit.
yeah, I figured as much.
Right.
Tartan!
Let's see how we go. I didn't really flush the combat rolls, but let's lay on with a big hammer. I'll lay down with a big hammer. I'm pretty sure that one's fucked.
Yeah, royally.
Oh, look at that! That did it! That were enough, Bjorn!
Wow, you actually hit with your hammer for once.
How many times have you not hit with that enchanted fucking sword? I'm gonna go over
His
here.
elf, I gotta say, it's elf made.
grandfather, I mean, what?
That's my turn.
It's too late.
So, Gaddix.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I was like, it's not, but it totally is my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Kako will deftly sneak around here and bite this one. Very, very sneaky boy. Wah!
Okay.
Woof.
And then I.
Actually,
That should kill it.
yeah, that does kill it.
Yeah, I'm good here. And he pulls out the pistol. And you see him kind of wince as he goes to pull the trigger. And lightning comes out and misses the skeleton.
Guzana, Gaddix is setting off fireworks.
Nice.
Hot, 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 hot.
Is that your first time, Gettix?
I made some changes. Oh, that's hot.
That's a great flare gun. We've alerted the other people that the skeleton's here. Well done.
Gonna go
Now
and
you
try
can
that
pass
out.
it off as like you meant it.
Yeah.
See there. Oh, got rid of it on the sheet.
Hmm.
Oh well.
Is it set just to spell text or whatever?
Oh, right. That's right. That's right. Okay. No, I saw what it is. I forgot I had changed cantrips between campaigns. There we go.
We're a few sessions in.
Yeah, but we
we
haven't
look-
done much combat either.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that one.
Con save, yeah. Nope. It is very, very frosty.
All right. It also has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes.
Right.
That's my turn.
Nadrax.
So, does anyone actually have a bludgeoning weapon to spare? Susanna, do you have a quarterstaff? Or something, or a mace or something like that?
I've got a chair leg.
I've got a quarterstaff. Here you are.
May I borrow it?
Certainly. Just make sure to return it.
I will.
I got rid of that for an anniversary.
The only time I ever swung it, I got a crit.
On me.
That was the best part. Husband, wake up.
It's, case, it's just Bjorn. You've got to do it. You've got to hit him. She goes, I don't really want to. At
Alright.
full force with almost max damage.
Yep. And you still didn't come out of it. And unfortunately, that is not a hit.
Yeah, thought so.
Alone again. Just feel like I'm on my own again.
But that is a hit on you, Nadrax.
Yes, it is.
And Harton, the one that was shooting the bow, drops its bow and decides to stab you with a short sword.
That's fine. Because now it's got a choice to make. Because fucking oi!
Nope. And it's dead. You oi it to death.
On my own again. Just sitting here on my own again. Think that's two for me, Bjorn.
Gaddix. Does a 13 hit?
That's our first time for everything, I suppose.
Hey, first time in every
no.
combat.
Oh, it doesn't.
Lou. Does
There's
a 21 hit?
Oh.
Fucking hell.
I'm literally almost dead.
I'll get
The
the
only
end
hit
of
point
it.
that matters is the last one? Question mark.
I know, I like the other ones too.
The other ones are quite nice.
Just a reminder, Bjorn has a +2 weapon. It's helping him
Bjorn!
extra hard.
I can't talk much. Both my weapons are technically +1 because I'm just that good.
Yeah, Harton doesn't have shit.
To be fair, I built them myself.
Yeah.
Get on my level.
No, I don't want to go down there.
I don't want to go down.
Gotta try and
Hark's
hit
running
the
around
skeleton
with
that's
a bag
hitting
of
Nadrax.
I like it here, in the light.
Shut
What
up.
was that, Bjorn?
Hmm?
What did you say, Bjorn?
I'm trying to hit the skeleton that's hitting you, but it
Ah.
just... Oh, there we go. Took a while for it to respond.
That hits.
Oh, 13 damage.
Yep, that is dead. You
Alright.
did something.
Yeah, I've got to move up here to make sure this one doesn't keep shooting.
Lou, you hurt.
Why it's sharp things? Why do I run into sharp things? I need to stop doing that.
To be fair, they ran into you this time.
Yeah, well, I have a plan. Let's see. Involves hiding behind Harton again, because he fucking ran away.
Well, I'm going to be moving as well. There's another one that needs a bash.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here. I'm gonna throw a dagger at this one.
Hang on. Oh, okay, you're within range.
Oh, my gun got messed up. How much damage does this gun do, Rena?
The D10, wasn't it?
D10? Yeah. Got messed up. It was running off of... I may have hit last turn. It's running off my dex, not my intelligence. And the damage got messed up too, but I fixed it.
I think you rolled it +4, so
Still probably a miss, but yeah, I fixed it. I made sure everything was running off my intelligence. Because I was looking at the numbers on my sheet, and things seemed kind of low.
And Lou uses the art of a boot knife.
I really hope this hits.
It did.
I'm out of daggers. Shit.
It's alright. We'll pick that one up once we break this one.
Please do it quickly before I get shot and die.
Don't worry, I'll fix you. It'll be fine.
So you threw the dagger, question mark?
Yep.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yep, you hit.
And I'll say, "Hey, Bjorn, look at how cool that was. Aren't you feeling inspired?"
Don't go blowing all those. We're almost done.
Am I inspired?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
But it was so cool. He's so cool.
We have literally 2 skeletons left, and one's about to go away.
I'm scared.
Yeah, Lou has had a bad couple of days that hits, and it's dead.
Yep. Mhm. I'm one short on movement to be able to kill another one as well.
It's alright. I'm not going to use the flying. I'm going to trust in Lou's inspiration. It'll make the difference. Let's
You're
see.
gonna need it.
How inspiring is Lou? Not very.
Yeah, mid.
Just not enough.
Would you cease if you're yelling? You cease. Lou, I know you want to cheer me on, but it's a little bit much to have it constantly in my ear. Got your knife, though.
Stab him with it.
Gaddix.
Let's see.
If I had the magic sword, I would have hit.
Well, I'm not going to risk the zapper if I can help it. So, Kago can go over here. And he can give him the clamps.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I
No.
get advantage flanking, right?
Oh yeah, you do actually.
yeah.
That should be
Yeah.
it dead.
Yep.
Give him the clamps.
Oof. And you are out of initiative.
Yay!
Hurrah.
All right. I hand back the quarterstaff.
I have a knife. Ow.
It's alright, lad. It's alright. Here's your knife.
It is kind of funny. These skeletons are almost as good as Saloon.
And here's your life. Fucking hell. That's the
Oh, thanks.
That's to pay you back for your inspiration.
I'm not bleeding out now. I'm just bleeding a little bit.
Well, you can have a wee rest and all.
Yeah, I think we found what we were looking for.
No, we haven't found the source. We just found some of them.
Can we track these guys back by their footprints? They left a
You-
trail.
Roll me a survival.
I'll assist in this. Jesus.
You don't.
No, they're not animal tracks, so Harton has no idea.
Got a fair idea, to be honest. I'm just gonna let Hora crash and burn himself.
Martin, you can kind of trail them back. I mean, you see where they congregated, you see how they marched on over. And you do see that, yeah, they break off to individual grave sites, but you haven't necessarily seen hide nor hair of whoever raised them.
I don't see strangely booted feet among these.
You can see that there are regular boots, but the problem is some of the zombies were wearing boots. And it's hard to tell which ones are living and which ones are deceased.
Oh, it's easy. Which one has ribbon to her step? Who has the funk of life in them? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright.
Keep shooting. That guy's soul still dancing.
Their souls are dancing around us. Popping and locking, mostly. Alright, back to patrol. I'll put the feed up with Lou here. I'll keep an eye on him.
I can see in the dark.
Well, that, and you can get a wee breather. Giving you a chance for a short rest while the rest of them work.
We're still here, so we get credit and all the gold.
Well, it's 1 hour out of many.
Give me a perception check.
Saloon has smelt drow blood, the one he wants.
I technically should be good at those, but
Okay.
oh wow.
I rolled perception, Rena. How is it?
You did! It's a very weird thing, because, the City of the Dead is kind of lit up at night, so you're not, completely blind.
Yeah.
And you swear you see a shadowy figure going through the underbrush and around the side of a crypt.
Boy. Have the rest of the gang here, or have they parted by now?
They've parted.
Yeah, we probably went on the patrol while you two were resting up.
But I've got Lou with
It's
me.
you
Probably
and
cure
Lou.
wounds.
Yep.
I
It's-
could cure my own wounds again.
Lou, back in action. Off we go.
Holy that's literally my entire health bar. +1. That's more health than I have.
Well, to counter it, you can heal me. I'm missing some.
I got this. It's always level 2.
You
No,
didn't.
it's not.
No, don't do level 2. I only had 7
No, I-
missing.
I don't have a choice. I have to catch it at level 2. It's from the harmonica.
Do you not have level 1 cure wounds now?
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't actually take the spell because of the harmonica.
Lou, what spells do you have for combat here?
I have hideous laughter and being nice. And enlarge reduce can help.
Okay, that's fine.
I will enlarge hearten.
No, not yet.
Not right now.
Not yet.
No.
But we give chase, and I bellow with thaumaturgy. Fucking stop there, you shitty wee cunt. You know, so everyone will know to follow.
Why are your legs so long?
What?
Did you hear something?
You're
Yes.
about to. If I catch up with a fucker.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I do enlarge hearten.
I just need to get within 60 feet of him.
Become huge.
Fuck, this doesn't make me any faster. If anything, this makes it trickier to get between the gravestones.
Okay, I'll reduce hearten.
That makes it far worse. Oi! Come here, you bastard! I'll fucking do you in!
I see he's been talking to Horak.
So,
I am normal size as we give chase.
that's what I wanted to know. So you give chase. As you round the back of the mausoleum, you actually see, in blood, is a message written on the side of the mausoleum. Are you stopping to read it, or are you just going to keep running?
I'm looking for the
You go,
shitty
I'll
fucker.
read. I'll read this.
Okay, so Lou stops to read it. Harton, you keep running. We split the party even further.
No. If I see him, I keep running. If I don't see anything...
You do.
Alright.
I'll
I
be
just...
behind. I can read really fast.
Then very
I'm a
simple.
sneak.
I grab Lou. If I see him slow down a bit, I pull him.
What does it say?
Don't fucking
Can I still
care,
try
he's
to
still
read it?
here. We'll ask him.
What if it's a glyph or something? Can I try to read it as we run past?
Sure. Give me a perception for while you're just running and not running.
God damn it. Why do I even...
You have no idea.
Maybe the others will find it.
Was it
Maybe.
a long message?
Does the rest of us
Not
hear
very.
the scream?
Yeah, you heard Harton.
It's
None
not a
of
scream,
you
it's a
will not.
roar.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy is quite useful. He's already loud, and then this enhances it.
So right, you are going.
Continuing to give chase, yeah.
Mhm.
It might be right into a trap, but fuck it.
Backup is on the way
Maybe.
at 25 feet per round.
Alright, wee man's got me. He's 35 feet around.
Yep. I moved
always
slightly
dash.
quicker.
You are seeing the thing is heading out. It is trying to get out of the city of the dead.
Yeah, I'll have to tell Ambrose about... Well, we know it's probably not the necromancer. I continue to beat feet. Not a fucking again!
How far back are we from it?
Good, probably 200 foot.
Okay.
Going full pace here? Are we not catching up at all?
You are matching pace almost.
Shite.
Am I catching up?
You gotta
I
catch up
forgot,
to
are
us
you
first.
faster?
I've got. I'm slightly faster. Yes.
Then you'd be catching up to Harton and Lou, but you have no idea what they're running for yet.
I mean, technically I can dash too, so that would be 90 feet per round. the bonus.
Which in which case you two can catch up. The other party, you're getting left in the dust by the Speedy McGee's.
Speedy McGee's and the Breeze Boys.
Onward, Cargo, as fast as we can go.
If only I could use Gust of Wind to propel us.
I do have Expeditious Retreat.
That would have been handy, yeah. I don't have that though.
So yeah, I can cast that.
I will adjust my own density to be half, so I run 10 feet faster and can jump twice as far.
So I am super fast.
So at least most of the party, except one, are gaining on Harton and Lou.
Maybe Bjorn should stay and look after the City of the Dead. I mean,
Yeah, Bjorn, are you just gonna stay there?
I'm a stubborn dwarf. I'm trying to keep up, but yeah.
They're natural sprinters, very dangerous over short distances. This is a longer distance, however.
It'd be faster if you gave me the sword and took the weight off.
One of my cold dead, or more likely, one of my cold dead hands.
can I have it then? It looks pretty cool.
Every time he hits a big bump and all, you just hear it sloshing around what he was doing earlier. Gut full of booze and bistro.
I like to think I just push I push the red button on Cargo, and he just has some sort of jet propulsion engine. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. You can't...
It comes from the same place the coffee does somehow.
He becomes Rush. He's
Yeah.
Rush.
No. Here's the problem, Gaddix. Look at the targeting.
Oh.
You go fast, and Cargo does not.
Yep.
I'm Rush.
Yeah, you're Rush.
Riding me.
Yes, he is.
Cool guy. Doesn't afraid of anything.
I'm just I've got my arms around him and I'm carrying him.
Why the fuck is he leading me through the fucking city again? The little cunt.
Y'all get about to there, and you see the shape that you are chasing. Jumps up and then continues his upwardly path up to the wall. And then lands onto the wall and then starts running across the wall. And you actually hear some very alarmed guards.
Get his ass!
Can I get within 60 feet of him?
You are nowhere near close.
I mean, she is faster at the moment. But yeah,
Yeah.
she probably would have caught up to us, maybe Hork too.
Yeah.
And
The
Nadrax
party
definitely.
other than Bjorn.
Nadrax's the only one who could probably get more speed than us. In this case.
Nadrax is a little bit ahead of y'all. The rest of you all have met up. And yeah, you do hear that, so yeah, you're not close enough yet. And
But
he
if
is
he-
up on the wall.
Surely in climbing up, I would have got a little bit more in range.
A little bit more, but not that much more. And yeah, he does levitate up as well.
Hmm.
He took a running leap. You don't know. You'd have to ask Falrect about that.
I know I can, but I can't.
I mean, we keep pursuing as best we can.
Okay.
I can run up to the wall, become giant size, and someone can try to leap up onto the wall.
Lou can cast on me and I can carry him up the wall, Godzilla style. King Kong style.
Good.
You do successfully get up onto the wall. You are seeing, it's not necessarily a swath of devastation, just a couple of the guards seem to be injured. One of them seems to have had a scimitar plunge through him.
Wait, did he stop to do this?
Nope. He just kind of hit and then kept going. And you all do successfully see,
Hang on.
coming off of the wall,
As I
I'm
pass
hanging on.
to the guard that's injured.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll finish you off later.
It's dead.
I mean, healing you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
I'll fix the rest of you in a bit.
And you do successfully see,
Finish the job.
when the figure gets here, he drops down off of the wall.
Uzi, my love, you don't happen to have Featherfall, do you?
I'm just gonna jump anyway.
No. Just grab him by the collar.
I have practice doing this.
No, not yet.
Oh, wait, don't you have your foldable rope with you?
Yeah, you do
Ah.
have your rope of segments.
Infinite rope.
So if you just cut a segment off and jump off, you'll be fine.
I'll hold on to it while I follow. It'll be
Yeah.
like a parachute.
How long would it take to tie a rope?
I'm just gonna hand it off to somebody and jump down.
The worrying part is, Harton jumps down with him.
well.
The whole rope.
Hope you tie that one off quick.
If I command it not to move, it'll work. I swear.
No, let's see here. What do we have anything useful here?
I don't have enough range. There's a few spells with that much range. I don't have them.
Like
How far are we out now? Like still 200 feet or like 150?
No. You're much closer. But the problem is now he's down below the wall, so you'd have to approach. Basically, it got about to 120, and that's when he dropped.
Okay.
within 120 though.
And no, you were at 120 when he jumped off. Now he's down below, so you have to get up to him.
But dropping off ourselves would put us within 120.
I mean,
Correct.
how far is the drop?
It's about... Oh, how tall are these walls?
And how many d6s? It's only 1 per 10 feet. We're good.
If I land on Lou, he takes all the d6s, right? Then I
I'm
heal
actually
him.
Googling.
Probably 40 feet, I would guess. 30 or 40.
Oh, that's how thick they were. That's not very helpful. 30 to 40 foot high.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
We could live that.
d6s.
We could live that.
You could live that, eh?
I'm going. The plan is to jump.
No, hang on. Let's see here.
Does anybody stop Lou as he careens off of the edge?
I mean, I'm right fucking there. He's not getting the jump.
Are you still going to try to go, Lou?
I gotta catch this guy. I don't have anything that's 120
Hang
feet
on,
range.
hang on. I have an idea. I
Mhm.
have gust of wind. If I
Oh.
cast that while we're fallen, it is propelled from me, but I choose the direction. Could I have the wind coming back at us to cushion the blow?
Oh, there's
No.
no fucking way.
It's a
No.
powerful
What's
wind.
above
It can blow people quite far.
Harden would have to go first, but anyone else above him, maybe. I don't know. Harden's, I think, taking the damage, though.
Yeah, it's the only
That's
thing
not going to work, yeah.
let's
So
see.
here's my question. Lou, are you going to do it even though Harton is telling you no, wait?
Oh, it's
I'm
not
gonna leave
about
my
telling him. I've got him in my grip.
Here, just hold this rope.
The question is-
Lou.
Are you going to... Because if it would be a contested roll, that's why.
I mean, Lou's gonna try to swap himself out for the rope in Harton's hand.
Selby,
This
you're...
is convincing
Sleight of
me.
hand.
Not ac- Eesh.
Yeah, Bjorn is still down on the ground on the other side of the other side of the wall because he was the one who was the stepping stool for everyone else.
I can only roll good against the party.
You dozy little cunt.
Here,
You
take
are
this
holding
rope.
a rope.
Yeah, and I quickly get a hold of it tightly. Lash it around some support post if I can. You're not
And
the
then
one to
pulls
do this.
He holds onto the other end and just starts rappelling down. I have a rope.
Nadrax,
You
hold this.
rappel down. Lou, you turn around. Give me a wisdom save.
That's why I said he's not the one to go forward.
You make it for a change. You see Saloon. He's glaring at you. And he jumps off the next cliff.
Oh, you... Come on, can you not get a chance to cast Tashes on him?
He does have a chance. If you want, you can cast a spell on him. If you
Can we
want.
can we cast it after he jumps off?
I
He's just
I
left,
mean-
he's just left laughing in the air.
If you want, you can give that. You sure?
yeah,
Lou.
that beats command.
Yeah, you can cast that.
Take this. DC 13.
Give me the actual sheet. There we
Yeah,
go.
It's just lagging a little bit.
Yeah. Well then, Yeah. Does that end when you take damage?
Well, then we probably should have him on
Each
the
time
cliff
he takes-
instead.
He gets a wisdom save every time he takes damage.
Okay. Yeah, so did
I
you
mean,
do it
he's
while
not-
he was on the edge of the cliff? Or did you do it when he was in the air?
As soon as I see him like move at all from the edge of the cliff is when I cast it.
Okay, so we're gonna say he's rolling on the floor in laughter.
Nathrax, you're here, right? Hold this.
Alright.
As I pass him the rope and I fucking jump down.
We'll get out of the way so you don't fall on his head.
What the hell is happening up there?
No, no. Oh, Bjorn. Sorry.
Saloon!
Where were we at the wall?
At this like
Here.
corner. And then
Yeah,
we're over here.
everyone else is at the little, guard tower area-ish.
And we have time to get a couple of people down before a minute is up.
Yeah.
And he might fail again.
No, he doesn't have any save on it.
Oh,
Not until
unless
he
we hit
takes
him.
damage.
And why don't you toss me a rope?
Is
Yeah,
there
nowhere
anywhere
near
where we
you at this
can
point,
tie the
right?
rope to?
What was the question?
Is there anywhere we can tie the rope to?
A couple of guards would be working to assist you. They are absolutely befuddled. I mean, an undead drow just came running through their midst. They're a bit shaken up, so yeah, they would assist with trying to tie it off.
You take this.
As a matter of fact, along the walls, a couple of the guards start plinking arrows down. Guards, where's the button for that?
Hang
I
on.
want to cast Vicious Mockery then. I really got him this time.
No,
I actually
hang
have
on,
a good
hang on.
roast.
I'd like to move in to try and grapple the fucker. While he's writhing, incapacitated, harmless, so he can't resist.
Yeah, if I can get down there as well, while the guards hold the rope, I would assist.
Got him pinned on the ground, grappled. You fucking cunt.
Wow. Also pinned on the ground, so none of them miss because he's prone.
Yep.
Wait,
Arrows
this
are
is the
going
bad
all over the
time.
place by you.
Do you fucking
What
mind,
next?
lads? Right. So it's on you when Natasha's hideous laughter ends as we try to get the group all together on this bit of wall.
Yeah, once that ends, I'm gonna
Probably
be
don't have time to get Bjorn there. I mean, we obviously don't have Bjorn.
Y'all are right there.
Well,
So you're out of the wall now.
Can we?
so we are next to him while he's laughing?
Harton has him restrained, laughing on the floor.
Yeah, I've got him
He
pinned
is
on the floor.
writhing and yeah.
Yeah, I would like to take my own rope and tie him up.
Yep, I'd offer my rope as well. I'm sure.
No, you get his weapons.
That as well. He had some nice scimitars. Let's take those.
So yeah, just tying him up. Real nice little package. Some of the rope also goes through his mouth.
but
Careful,
he
he's a
has such a
biter.
cute laugh.
No.
Would you be able to tie him up completely in 1 minute?
Probably not. We didn't even have the full minute for that. But probably can get the wrists at least, maybe the feet.
We can definitely get his weapons away from him.
That'd be easy.
Yeah.
He's incapacitated.
You've got his
I
weapons.
mean, half a minute, we can do some knots.
Like I'm saying, you could probably get like the wrists and ankles maybe, but the full
Yeah.
body, no.
Well,
Yeah.
more specifically, because some of you had to get down.
Yep.
So I'm thinking you might have been able to get it, because the other problem is, yeah, he's restrained by Harton. So at most you've got the wrists.
Yeah, only grappled, not restrained, so it would be a bit tough.
He would have
to
been
get him.
flailing.
Exactly.
We should
Yeah.
probably go for the ankles instead of the wrists. He already doesn't have a weapon.
I've basically got him
Roll
in
me,
I've basically got him in a headlock.
Yeah,
roll
but
me
I'm
a
going
dex,
to assist.
roll me a dexterity to see if you can successfully grab a hold of him, his wrists, and tie him up.
Who?
Whoever's doing the tying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Are you doing wrists or ankles?
Ankles first.
You do the ankles. That is when he stops laughing.
Ah, I'm being nice now.
Okay.
I feel like this might be some sort of initiative thing. I love how it works.
Who's the funny
Yeah.
guy now, Saloon? Haha, you're dead, bitch.
Wondering, that is going to be something that happens. So first off, Nadrax, he turns his vengeful glare on you. Give me a whiz.
So I don't even have to look at him in his eyes.
You
Now
don't
he
know.
just has to look at you.
God damn it.
You are paralyzed with fear. The rope is in your hand. And Lou, that ticked him off enough that he uses his legendary action to look at you instead of the person who's holding on to him. And he glares at you.
Just to be a dick. Yeah. It was worth it.
Martin, what are you gonna do?
Bonk.
Well, are you releasing him?
Fuck no. I've got a hand free.
Oh, okay.
I'll continue tying the rope though.
Yeah, Horik is there.
Yeah.
Bonk.
I also cover his head so he can't actually look at anybody.
He probably might be thrashing for that.
Yeah, you'd have to roll for that.
He's not cooperative right now.
Just roll a regular attack roll.
Attack roll? Okay.
What are you covering it with?
My cloak, basically. Just so he can't see anything.
His snack bag, it's full of treacle treats. They're all sticky.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
I mean, I've done my turn.
Yeah. I mean, anybody who hasn't gone yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
I
still
hold him at
struggling up the
gunpoint?
wall.
Yeah.
Can I hold
How
him at
about
gunpoint?
Uzana, Gaddix?
I want to hold him at gunpoint while Kago barks.
Okay.
Fucking bite him!
Shoot him, you know?
Uzana,
Yes.
do you want to do anything? Because 2 of your party members just got paralyzed.
Am I even close enough there?
By now, you would have been able to get down.
I mean, yeah,
Right.
I guess I could have. In all seriousness, though,
The 16 would hit.
I'll fucking do it again as I shake the gun.
So Uzana.
Hmm. 2 are paralyzed. Jeez.
Only for a moment.
And it
Then
was
they're going to
worth
be
it.
terrified instead.
Well, hopefully a little less terrified.
The shit you've made me do running about like this, you fucking cunt.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. So disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
You already had it.
Let's really stick it to this asshole.
Yep. I am
Right.
working out what I'm gonna fucking do with you right now, and the main thing is I want to beat that fucking face. It's not even yours, but no, you're in there, and I hope you feel it.
Yeah, the funny thing is, the funny thing is, guys, yeah, Horik, Gaddix, Uzana, and Bjorn has not seen him. He just looks like an undead drow with his throat slit. The rest of you 3, yeah, you just get the overwhelming. You know this is Saloon. You recognize him.
Plus, he's probably soggy and rotten.
Yeah, slightly. He is slightly slightly soggy.
Well, I mean, it's an undead drow, and we only know one of those.
And he's been failing against everything that Lou's been doing, so we know it's him.
Actually, Harton, you actually get something very peculiar, because you're holding on to him.
Right?
He is absolutely sopping wet, and he smells of seawater.
So he's fresh.
Right, this is a fresh one.
He was probably in the graveyard to get the other body.
So would it
No?
be dexterity to slip on out of your grasp
It
part?
would be his acrobatics if it's higher than his athletics, yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope. I finally
Nope.
got you, you wee cunt.
Let me see.
Is his paralyze based on concentration at all, or what?
No.
No, you just
Well, that's
gotta shake
unfortunate. And yet, yeah, no, it is not. Well, that's unfortunate for you all.
that.
But he can't do anything right now because he has a cloak over his head. So everybody else, take a roll.
Alright, well, I'm right next to him, so... But he's also prone.
Yeah.
They are just going to start climbing down the wall.
Those all miss, thankfully. Man, it feels like I'm... Instead of attacking him, I think I'm going to have to use my thaumaturgy. We fucking got him, can you not see?
We're trying to kill him.
You're gonna fucking hit me!
We're professionals.
Fuck that!
Don't
I've
make
seen
me
where these
cast
arrows are
command.
going.
Can I fire a warning shot?
They've already had arrows to the knee. Why else would they be sitting
No,
down?
don't you fucking fire the darts. Don't you fucking do it, Gattix.
I'll cast mad suggestion. I'll do it.
Hey, they started it. Rules of engagement. I can fire when fired
They're
upon.
firing at
No.
Saloon, not you.
Yeah,
I have a
they
question.
should fucking stop.
Shut up. He's trying to justify it.
Can
should fucking stop.
Saloon
We
leave
need-
this body willingly, or can he only leave if it dies again?
We don't know.
Only if it dies.
Oh, only if it dies?
Well-
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, we have to put it in the ground anyway. We can't just have an undead wandering about.
Well, I
We can get rid
mean,
of his legs and arms.
that's the thing,
Yeah,
like,
we have
if he
to-
can't escape it
just-
that way, then, you know.
Yeah, we should
can
just
could bring him
put
to
his
relax.
body.
That's the
Well,
problem,
can't
though.
escape.
We can't really bring him to Relaxel when we have the guard aiming bows and arrows.
I'll just kill them.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
The other thing is, it'd be very, very cruel to do something like that.
Hey.
What if I just reduce them? Or just their brains? So they forget?
No. Just no.
I could cast Fog Cloud, and then we could just disappear.
We're in a bit of a situation here. Like, I'll just call out, we need him fucking properly bound and trapped here. Stop shooting arrows.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, give me a hand holding... Well, you can't right now, but give me a hand when you're ready to get a hold of him. For now, I'm just going to clout him to make myself feel better.
Just don't
Ten again.
kill him.
He's not going to die to this, which means I can keep doing it.
Kago opens his jaw and motions. He's not. Can I use Kago to restrain him? You know.
Well, you can probably
You
try to
can-
grapple him with Kago.
Just hit on him.
Yeah.
It'll be F
So
strength.
Strength.
Yeah, I'm going to assume. Let me just roll one more to see if he breaks out.
Jaw
at some
doesn't
point.
open wide
Good,
enough.
good boy, Kago. Good boy.
Oh,
Oh.
he's trying.
Yep, he's
Good
trying.
thing
I
he
don't
found his
think...
feet first.
Probably won't beat that. Nope.
So he does successfully break away from you, Harton.
Well, he's
He
not
throws
going
the
anywhere.
cloak off. And he turns around and glares at you, Harton.
Alright.
Well, now that he's free of Hearten, I'm gonna take a shot. Because I wasn't gonna shoot him until he got free of Hearten. So
You,
miss.
Harton, you are frozen.
Yep, it's a very high DC.
Yeah, 15. So, oh, that's a thing. Since you're paralyzed, could he theoretically just take your weapon?
Not with his hand. Well, he
Or
could.
his ankles are bound.
His ankles are bound, yeah. He could take the hammer. It's not going to do him much good. He's a weak little fucker.
Give me
What
give
do
me
you-
a hammer
what do you-
roll for me.
Would he know to take his focus?
Oh, that's not why he's taking it. He just wants to smack Harton with it.
He's just looking for an implement.
Right, what were you saying
So,
me to do?
Harton, just roll me the thing, and then I'll adjust the strength mod. It's only a +1.
Oh, for the hammer?
Yeah.
It's just a D20 then.
Yeah.
So,
D20 plus proficiency plus strength.
well, he wouldn't have proficiency in this, actually.
No, he would not.
Oh, okay. Then it's just D20 plus strength.
I don't think a 12 hits.
No.
Well, for paralyzed, does he have?
More importantly, he's got disadvantage anyway. So it'd be a
Yeah, he
straight
does,
roll.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be an action to get out of the
Yeah, it was his
would be,
action.
grapple
never mind.
anyway, so he can't
Yeah.
attack?
No, you can't. Harton's frozen.
Or no.
Okay. I have no idea how long the paralyzed lasts, so I'm going to grapple him.
You
Well,
are
this is
stronger
gonna
than
be
him,
good.
technically.
Maybe.
But
So
you have to use
athletics
strength to
versus-
initiate it, that's the problem. Whereas he can use
Yeah.
dex to escape. But his ankles are tied, so he probably should have disadvantage on these dex checks, to be fair.
Yeah.
Which means I'd still have him grappled, little cunt.
I would say because it's not necessarily that he still has his arms.
Yeah, but he couldn't see it at the time either.
Yeah, he's just trying to like wiggle his way out. He's twisting like a fish.
Wiggle, wiggle,
Okay.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Give me the roll for it.
So athletics.
I don't think you're beating this.
Oh,
He's a little bit dexterous.
you hate to see. He could roll a 1.
A 1 isn't an auto fail.
That's right, and he probably has a plus to this, so yeah.
He does.
I'm so
Does
used
anybody
to
have
one
something
being
helpful?
I think at this point, I think Bjorn could come charging in.
I mean, I
Yeah?
already shot at him, but I mean, all I could do is stab him.
If we make him
Really?
tiny, well, that would probably do the bonds. Who wants to be gigantic?
Well, you know who's the biggest guy in the room.
Cargo!
I think I'm still frightened, so can't do much.
I could just enlarge Natrax right now. He's
Can I have
giantly
a-
scared.
Can I have a big dog?
Wouldn't
Yes,
they
it's
have
a
a
dog.
chance to resist the paralyzed skin by now? Or
Well, the paralyzing's done with from them.
They're
They're
trying to
just
shake
frightened.
off the frightened.
Yeah.
Does it last multiple rounds?
Yes, it lasts until.
Pago, but large.
For
Yeah.
1 minute.
Can you
Yeah,
make a
he-
large creature?
I mean, don't forget, it only gives him advantage. It doesn't make him better at it.
But of course, every turn you get to, roll to unfrighten yourself.
His jaws weren't big enough to restrain Saloon, so you need to make them bigger.
Just
You
saying.
can just fit him inside his
Just
stomach.
saying, you were
So
going to
yeah,
say
Bjorn.
Harton could be bigger.
Bjorn, Uzana, what you doing?
I'm gonna charge in.
So you gonna hit him?
Yeah.
Hit him!
Still advantage.
Are we just trying to knock him out at this point? Can you do
Well, we
non-lethal
haven't told
damage to
Bjorn
my guy?
that. I don't know if he's been paying attention.
And I'm,
I can.
don't forget, I'm charging, so it's a plus 5 damage.
I feel
Non-lethal?
I'm just hitting.
He's just whacking him with the flat of the blade.
It's still on fire though, so
Yeah.
it's not really helping.
You know, I like to think that I can set my phaser to stun, right?
So it's 16 plus 3.
Yep.
And I'd like
No.
to do. And I'd like to also use my. Oh wait, I can't because I use bonus.
Yep.
So I can't.
Do
Otherwise,
Uzana.
I'd done an action surge, but I can't.
you have anything helpful, Uzana?
Not super helpful. I mean, sleep would be great, but he's undead and a drow, so I don't think that's going to work.
We could all cast fairy fire. That would be fun.
Yeah.
I actually don't have fairy fire. And a lot of my stuff is area of effect, and there's a lot of people in that area.
You could use a disadvantage guiding bolt.
I could. What would the roll for that be?
Be Harton rolling it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it'd be a d20 plus 6.
D20 plus 6. I don't have any of those readily available, so I have to roll it twice. A 15,
That's a miss.
and then, yep.
That's a shame. That's one less spell in the ring.
But yes, let's do one more roll for everybody, and then we're going to assume how it goes from there.
Right. Well, I shake that shit off so I can start grabbing him again.
Go ahead. What? Wait. Before you grab it.
I
So
guess
who's grabbing him?
I will be trying to,
Give me the roll.
but I think he wants Coggo to try it instead.
No.
Well, anybody who's trying, give it a roll.
First, I don't want you to get close to him because I was going to try this.
Oh,
This thing's never going to.
Well,
This thing's
you
never
need
going
to
to
stop
hit.
shooting that.
Wisdom save by now?
You need to stop shooting.
Did you roll your wisdom save?
Can I do one now?
Yeah.
My second?
Yeah. Yeah.
But Lou, you made Hearten big, right?
One day I will hit with this
There you
thing.
go.
One day.
I can make Hearten big this turn.
Alright.
Yeah.
The wisdom save is at the start or at the end of the turn?
I think it was end of the turn.
I think it's the whole turn, yeah.
Yeah, but the point is,
Yeah,
I was
that's-
right by him,
that's
so I
fair.
didn't have to move closer. But if Lou made me
Alright.
big, then I would have had advantage on that, and the 14 would have worked.
There's a
Yep.
giant Hearten and a giant Coggo.
No,
Yeah,
just
I
you have to
would
choose one.
also-
I
would
did.
also
Oh yeah, it's
assist
concentration.
with
Coggo
if
shrinks.
necessary.
Don't. He makes a little Mario
Hearten,
sound.
Or
you successfully gather a saloon, and you all beat him into bloody unconsciousness.
Which is fun because he regenerates, so we get to do it even more.
It's just like old times. Here, put him in a box.
Can we turn him into a mummy?
Give him the clamps.
Just taking
Just
my
wrap him
hammer
up
from...
so-
I just take my hammer from him and set it on the ground. And then get laying in with the fists. Fuck you for touching that, that's mine.
Give him the clamps.
I wish
And
this
yes.
were your face I was rearranging. I really do.
He's undead. Will it matter if we break his arms?
Will that do damage?
Well, the problem is we have to keep doing it, he regenerates.
Not if we tie them so that it won't set properly.
But we have him
What if-
super bound in awkward positions.
All right. What if we
T-Rex
just
arms.
separate the arms from the body and then like break them independently of
Anyway,
Let's just call Jarlaxle.
anyway.
Yeah,
Rita,
let's
continue.
just wrap him up and get rid of him so somewhere else, or somebody else can deal with him.
The city guard is now down around with you, going, "What is this?"
This is a fucking revenant that vowed vengeance against a lot of us and has kept coming back. Careful now, he fixes himself quick and quick.
You should have been briefed on this, really.
yeah,
It's a
killing the
revenant.
guy doesn't.
Aye.
Killing the guy only causes more problems.
But we know what to do with him.
Better to keep him on ice.
We have a plan.
We'd quite like to have this thing bound, gagged, and boxed up something secure.
We
Don't
could get
forget
our
air holes.
superiors.
That would be handy, yes, thank you. Please do.
Several guards run away while several stay with you.
I can go back to the house and get the Felton.
Good
So,
save.
Gerex, can you build a machine that just punches him in the face every 6 seconds?
Cuckoo. It's time for your beating.
Good morning, motherfucker.
Have you bound his mouth?
Of fucking course.
Yes.
Yeah, we probably should in case he has these spells. And his eyes. And his ears.
Lou,
Yeah.
this is why we don't stop to check the notes.
I wonder what it said.
You can go back and find out now if we've got them.
I'm going home.
No.
Oh, we do need Felrect a ton.
Yeah, I
no,
guess
no.
we can break his arms enough that we can twist them around and knot them together.
Maybe
Maybe
you have him in
that
a
one
tiny
doesn't.
box.
How
Yeah.
have you gagged him?
We've got many bits of
With
rope.
a rope?
Yeah, just layers like going around the back of his head. We could cut out his tongue, to be
rope.
fair.
That's very cruel, and the tongue would regenerate.
Well, it could be fun for a minute.
Fuck's sake, lads. Let's
That's a
see.
piece of shit.
No. Let the lad talk. Let the lad talk.
Let's see what we've got here. Just a double check now. Give it to you.
Well,
Take Lou's
We can
side
use
here
them-
for once.
I've got hempen
try
rope.
to kill Lou.
Otherwise, it's a,
He did kill Lou.
He didn't
we could
kill
stuff
Lou,
his
he
mouth
was
with a
fine.
chair leg.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, stuff a chair leg in his mouth and bind that up with rope. He's
It's
not
not
chewing
gonna gnaw
through wood
that
that
very
quickly. Not with his
And
piddly
they said
strength.
acid breath.
He's a weak nerd.
Not a cool dragonborn with acid breath.
No, not at all.
Well, he is successfully bound. And you have the inkling he's very mad at you all.
Good.
Wonder why.
So not much difference to his usual state of mind.
No. He does routinely keep trying to worm his way somewhere.
Yeah, we keep the
He's
bag.
just trying to roll.
And of course, we keep a bag on his head tied up.
Is there a direction it looks like he's trying to get going in?
Down the cliff, I would assume.
That's the that's the thing though. If we roll him about a bit to disorientate him, does he keep going in the same direction or just random?
No. Well, yes, actually.
What if we pick him up and just spin him around a bunch so he's really dizzy?
Spin the bottle.
The thing is, he knows
Spin
where
the
you
serial
all
killer.
are.
Yep.
That's the main problem. Is he always knows where you all are. So basically, he's trying to go the opposite direction of you all.
Great, we could lead him back to
Creative.
the house like this.
Just bully him to the house.
Would it really be a good idea to leave him in the house?
Well, we're gonna.
No, what
I'm sure that Felton can call Jarl Axel.
Well, what I really don't mind happening is if a city guard would like to put him in a very big, in a nice constraining box with lots of weights around it on all sides, so he's completely fucking sealed.
I don't know if that's a good idea, considering this is one of the boss's boys.
Look, that's an issue. Like, the man was killed and all, but we don't want his spirit getting away. Let him burn out
Do we
already.
actually trust the guard that much?
Well, the main problem is, what happens if the guards try to talk to him?
Well, we've already
Yeah, I
told him
don't-
what he is.
Yeah, but the thing is, what does Saloon know?
He knows lots of things we don't want them knowing.
Right.
Like the fact that we work for, Mainry, is not great.
Mm-hmm. But
We don't
if
want
we
them knowing that.
but if we snap his neck now, he'll be back tomorrow with another dead
That's-
drow.
That's why we got to get him to Jarl Axel.
Yeah, I know. Right. You know what?
How
I'd say,
many-
like, this is not
how
a
many
life or
city
death
guards are
emergency,
there
but this
around?
is a security measure. So you might want to call in your.
Yeah.
How many guards are around?
Can we just tell them we're
About
going to
4.
tie him up and
Four.
dump him in the bay, out in the bay, so he can't in a box, with weights on it, so he can't get out for a while.
No, because
You know,
like
as a drow,
No.
I'll talk to him. I think I can get through to the guards when the bosses get here.
that's
It's
the
like
thing.
one drow to
Why-
another.
Why
I
can't
think
you
I know
call
what
the
I'm doing.
boss?
I have to be dying.
No, I mean this is quite an important situation here. I think he'd be interested.
He specifically told me I had to be dying. Plus, we have Felton we can ask.
All right,
I'll come
if
back
you,
to the town
if
right
you-
now.
If you want to go do it as quick as you can.
Yeah, I will. Very fast, very quick.
Fucking hell.
My wife.
I really don't want to be spending my night cuddling him like this, for fuck's sake.
No, I'm sure Felton will be able to contact
Get
you without
going!
thinking I'm
Move!
dying.
Move! You should
Ah,
already be
fine.
halfway there by now. Fucking run!
I'm
Go!
home. I'm literally home right now. I'm currently home.
Hang on. I know what I'll do. Move! Fucking move!
Zoom.
I just propel him.
I found a balloon. I'm flying.
Don't feel jealous, Uzi. He means nothing to me.
It's not jealousy. It's just it is so inefficient.
I know. Which bit of it?
The entire process. I mean, he could have just used the ring, because it does mean his boss's potential life, and I'm pretty sure that's high on his list.
I know. But he doesn't fucking listen.
No.
Nadrax, do you want to sit him on for a bit? He fucking reeks.
Sure, I guess.
You can clout him a few times. It's fun.
Yeah. I'll keep up the punching.
Still give him a kick though before I go. Oh, there we go. Just stretch the arms out, get the cramps out. We don't have something heavier. Can we put Bjorn on top of him?
And I will try to do the arm breaking and weaving them together into a knot.
Jesus Christ.
The sound that must be making.
The moment,
Yeah,
the moment
We'll
you
wait
take
for
away
him to regen a
accountability
bit.
for a player.
In case we kill him by that.
That is awfully cruel.
Yes, that is really
Yes.
unnecessarily cruel.
It really fits a black dragon.
That is
I
true.
just suggested we cut off his tongue. I would never actually do it.
Funnily enough, the color of a Dragonborn is not indicative of their attitude.
Yeah.
It's only for actual dragons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I still played up. But I still played up to it by
to
giving Malako a weird sense of humor.
To be fair, we also introduced that kobold can, in fact, it can introduce the dragon fever with enough
And-
gold.
Yep.
And then there's also the case of Ajax's background. He has probably
Yeah.
seen worse.
I even had gold
Probably
fever
done worse.
afflict Bajik a couple of times. When we found Strahd's vault, he was fucking torn. He was breaking out in a sweat, rubbing his hands together. He could not step away from it willingly.
So shiny.
There was
That's
many
correct.
thousands of gold in there, in coin.
Start scratching his
Untraceable.
neck.
Yeah.
While Lou's away, the city guard shows up.
Hello.
The captain walks over. What is going on?
Revenant.
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 You may have heard
In the
of us.
city.
You may have heard that we killed a drow serial killer that was running around murdering elves, eh?
I've heard something about that. I didn't know specifically who, but yes.
Right. Well, it's us. Hello. Anyway, he took that personal. And he's kept coming back.
Ah,
We'd really like to not go the full fucking year of him hassling us.
well, we can see what we can do.
Well, I mean, there's a lad up in the City of the Dead, Priest of Kalimvor, Sir Ambrose. Hang on, I've got his name, don't say it. Ambrose Everdon. I was thinking of having a word with him about it, maybe. But we've got this rancid fucker here.
We could go grab him, see what we can do. He sends 2 guards to go on down. So why haven't we killed him yet?
Because if we kill him, he'll just find another body to inhabit and come back for us. This is his second corpse. This is the second corpse he's possessed.
Ah,
Yeah. It's safer on the long run.
Because
this
we
way.
burned his first one. Well, the city did. I'd like to just put him in a tight little box, lock him up, seal him completely, let him time out.
I suppose the Kelmvite would be more likely to be able to do that. Let's see what he says.
All
And
right.
yes, in short order, somebody eventually does manage to track down. Not to mention, I mean, you were kind of loud, so he was already kind of wandering his way over.
Yep.
And when he gets there, oh, you weren't joking.
Why would it be?
Oh.
Well then, what are you going to do with this?
I'd like him to stay unharmed in a nice little confinement so he does not get away again and has to deal with each single day timing out and then his soul just evaporating, unfulfilled in its vengeance. Because if we just kill this body, then he'll come back again with something else.
I mean, we'll see what we can do.
Please do.
I suppose I can call in some folks to try to keep an eye on him. We'll have to see. This is not something that we usually expect.
Oh, kind of new for us as well. We do have a few mates we need to inform about this here because he was hunting a few others that hung out at our bar and whatnot. Like to confer with them as well. They've actually, I think, dealt with something like this in the past a while back.
I'm trying to make him look like this. If you have seen the movie.
They have actually due to me introducing us.
Yeah. I feel this is very efficient.
Yeah, good. You have defeated me.
We need to watch more of them.
Well,
Indeed.
I guess I'll take him into my custody. You all are free to take the rest of the night off. I mean, it's quite clear that you've done some work.
Nah, you know what? He's made it personal. We'll make it personal. We'll escort him ourselves. Like I said, come along and all that there, but we'll just keep a hold
Oh,
of him.
before we were distracted by this guy, we did find some skeletons in the City of the Dead.
That too, 6 of
We're
them.
wandering around.
Oh, you've really done some work. Right.
Yeah, we kind of abandoned our duty, didn't we?
No, we're being paid to deal with undead problems in the City of the Dead.
I would
Yeah.
consider this to be part of your duties.
Aye.
Yep.
This
He
were
was
an undead
undead.
problem in the City of the Dead.
Exactly. This
It
technically
just
correct.
need to go around and clean up those bones, so that's
Yeah,
all
it
I'm
just
thinking.
happens to be our personal problem, this part.
Still undead,
Yeah,
though.
it's fine. I've got it from here. You all head out. We'll get him situated and stocked away. This is a Kalimvor thing at this stage of the game.
I don't know, I think it's a little bit of a Valkyr thing.
Putting the undead to rest is our job.
Yeah, exactly, a voyage to the afterlife. Well, like I said, we'll muscle him along for you. Oh, you come, you fucker.
We're good. I'll get the city guard to help assist him over. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll be honest, I'm not really comfortable letting them out of our sight immediately. Despite what's been done to him. That's fucking nasty looking. Guys, might as well see where he goes. Nah, it's not a rational thing, I'm gonna admit that there. It's just... He did come into our house a few times. I've got kids there as well. I want to make sure where he goes, he's staying.
Very well. I can't
Also
promise that you
not
can.
dying.
I can't promise you can go down to where we're going to hold him.
That's alright.
Okay. And yep, eventually the city guard does come with a wagon to put him in, considering he is thrashing.
Yep.
Do you think
As
there's
much
a
as
coffin,
we can.
a spare coffin in the City of the Dead? We could punch a few ear holes in it and
No, we don't need air holes.
drop him in that as well.
Why would you need holes? He doesn't breathe.
Okay, that solves one problem.
That's fair, yeah.
But yeah, he is repeatedly thrashing and banging against everything he could conceivably bang against.
Just like a
Can't we
bard.
just keep punching him?
You can.
In front of the guards, probably not so great of an idea.
I don't think they're gonna
I mean,
mind, he's an undead bastard.
At least until the time he's stored into the wagon.
That's the thing, and we just all get up into the back of a wagon like a pickup truck, just sit in the back and just kick our feet at him now and again.
I mean, to be fair, he's already beaten the ever-loving slot out of himself.
Yep.
Right,
Is he
yeah.
trying to kill himself?
Yep.
Correct.
Probably tie him down, yeah.
Let's try and stop that. We want him alive, not killing himself.
There are a few straps and climbing spikes, easy enough.
Free hanging by the hips or something. Hogtied.
While you all are hog-tying him into the cart,
Yep.
Lou, you make it to Troll Skull Alley. Business is booming.
I better go upstairs.
Nobody's
Actually, quick
upstairs.
glance. Is Felix in the bar? Quick glance, like, through the windows.
He is. He is assisting at the bar.
Oh, no, he's fucking not.
No, he's not. Those are my tips.
It's our money.
Are the kids also there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He kind of looks up. Oh, Lou, I thought you were.
You're
you
coming
know...
with me. Shut the fuck up. Come on now. So what's the problem?
Oh, okay. Out the door.
He's learned. Hardness finally taught him how to be direct.
Okay, and I'll brief him that, we got him, but the guards probably are going to want something to do with him, and I imagine that Jarlaxle does not want that.
Oh. No, yeah.
So we need to get him away from the fucking guards and the priests and whoever.
Yeah, that's not somebody we need him with, because if they get his mouth undone, he's gonna run his mouth.
Yeah, he's gagged as it is, but yeah, they're gonna do. I assume not have him beat. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so you all are hooking him up while the two drow are legging it across the city to try to get you to not let the priest of Kellenvor take him.
I mean, we can't really justify doing anything more to him. It's the problem. It's a very public situation.
This is why I was suggesting him dumping him in the harbour. Somebody's got a submersible to pick him up in.
He likely came from the harbor.
I was briefly considering to cast sleep on the guards when there were just the four of them and just drag him elsewhere, but
We wouldn't have
Yeah.
enough to put them all down, and they'd know we
And-
were there.
And there were
Yeah.
also guards on the parapets, too.
Yeah.
that's the issue, that they knew.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
witnesses, not just them.
Yeah.
I also will ask Felrect, is this a good time to use the ring? I'm not currently dying, which is what it's for, but do you think he would really care about this? It is
What did he
just
say?
for when I'm dying. He did say specifically for when I'm dying.
Then don't use it.
Yeah, okay, I figured I'd grab you anyway.
Let's go, really quickly.
Zoom.
So you all do get him tied up into the cart. You're coming in through the gate. You're going down to the Temple of Kellenvor.
I mean, if I ripped his jaw off, would that stop him permanently, or would the jaw grow back?
Eventually, he would repair himself.
Man, you can always write stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, well.
So yes, you all are traveling through the city. Lou, you and Felrect are gonna have to find a way to navigate and figure out where the heck they're going.
Well, I would assume they're taking the main roads if they have a whole wagon.
True. Do you know where the Temple of Kellenvor is?
I actually don't know.
To be
Well,
fair,
it wouldn't
we
have
had
been
a
a
lot of-
regular, but he's been in the city.
To be fair, we did have a lot of waiting around and chin wagging.
And yeah, actually, are the guard? Is there any evidence the guards have heard about this? Is there any sort of activity with the guards? Maybe see where they're going.
I mean, technically, some of them would know, not all of them.
And this is how we turn breaking the earth against us.
I think stick to main roads. Just follow guard. Like disruption.
Give
Also,
me a insight.
I'll ask Felton if he has any ideas too.
Give me an insight with advantage. You guys do work your way out, and eventually you find the offending cart. And Felric does not look happy, guys.
Matter. Oh wait, no.
I see you found the Revenant.
Well, I think me and Kelmorn found him, but
Not Kelmorn.
But he's saying this to Harton.
I know. Nobody said Kelmorn, though.
I know.
I did.
Aye, we did that without a problem. A whole bunch of guards were watching us as well. We managed to have him
Trying
at
to
our
kill
Kill
mercy.
him.
We had him at our mercy. It's a bit of an issue. I mean,
And why didn't you kill him?
Because
You
you'll
really
keep
want-
coming back after us.
Exactly. If
You
we
would-
just kill him, he'll just vanish and come back with another body to try and kill us again.
Okay, that's better than this.
are
When he
you
comes
sure?
back,
Because
he's
he was
gonna do
all
it in
throughout the
private.
house. He could. Next time, he might just wipe out the kids.
We could let
No,
him
he
kill
wants
himself.
us.
He's a murdering cunt who wants to terrorize us.
Look, if I cast Fog Cloud, we can make it seem like he did, and then he can kill himself or whatever, or get away.
Why?
No, not fog cloud,
Ah.
you idiot. Darkness.
I can't do that. And they would know they're fucking guards.
Well, you know who could.
He can.
Well, I mean,
Why
you
don't
could.
Yes, I can. But the
Aye.
thing is, he can, so they'll assume he did it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So let's
Alright.
make sure he gets out of his binds then and gets away.
Yes, that's what we gotta do. Yes.
We could also
Going to
just
make
kill
sure
all the
that he
guards
does-
and the priest.
No.
We've got to unknot his shit then quickly. Come on. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with letting him go. I know you don't want him to talk at all, but he's going to be coming for us the next day and the next day. Probably going to do it just later tonight.
Would Jarlaxle want us to catch him if there were no guards involved?
Yes.
Yes.
So, but I mean, this is like halfway there. We can probably work something out, right?
No, we cannot have people asking me questions.
Do you guys not have any contacts with the guard to drag him out?
Not enough.
We have them with the guards. The problem is not Kellamvor. We don't have many people in there. They're not necessarily fond of us.
Right. All right. Well.
All right.
uns-
So how many guards are there around at the moment?
Right now, it's only 3, and then you have the priest.
And
Just-
the guard.
Right. Make him like. We're gonna pounce him. You're gonna unsnap some of his bits so it'll look like he's struggling to get free, and then we cast darkness and we chuck him. He gets out. All right.
I'll get the left leg.
Make sure you undo his
Alright.
ankles.
Everybody get ready, because when it happens, I'll do darkness. That's when we can chuck him out.
May I suggest something else?
We're not gonna-
I have silent image. I could make it appear as if he somehow escaped and is running off.
And then we can grab the real one.
Yes.
Ah.
Long as they
Now
can
that would
see
be a
the
good
real one.
solution.
Silent image is a
It makes-
cantrip. It just makes an object.
Silent image. I can actually move it as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty good illusion spell.
Yeah.
It's not a-
Eesh,
it's not a
this is
great
exactly the use it would be good for.
Not
I
a
mean,
great
what if we
DC.
combine fog cloud? If we combine it with the darkness and the fog cloud, maybe there's a better chance.
I could see doing the darkness and then the silent image.
Fog
But
cloud's
how
just
are
for
we-
fun.
But no, that'd be
Right.
too much.
So make it look like he was the one who cast darkness.
Yeah, and if we cover
Yes.
the guards in darkness, they won't really have a chance to look at the image, so they can't actually determine if it's an illusion or not.
Here's my question. What do we do with him?
Just grab his ass, take him to an alley, and just
There's
walk
no
in the rest of the way
there's
there.
no explanation for us leaving though.
Yeah, that's my problem. How are we going to explain?
We've just got to let him loose, fucking bastard.
Well, if just one of us takes him somewhere else.
Yeah, one of us chases after the silent image, or maybe 2 of us, 3 of us chase after the image. Then one of us cuts
Yeah.
around behind the alley after someone else drops his body.
Yeah.
See, that's a
Turns
lot
out
more
just one
pieces
leads
in
to
play
the
is the issue.
I mean, we're splitting up into 2 groups. One group has to move the body, one group has to retrieve it.
No, I'm saying each step of this you've added now means there's an extra step where someone could see through it. Whereas if we just do darkness and he gets loose, that's it. It's done. And we keep his weapon so he can't fucking kill anyone in the way.
I mean, just a silent image to make it appear he's going into a different direction, so the guards follow the wrong
That's fine. Now.
direction.
But then why would
Priest
you
will
be
be the concern.
following? Yeah, why would you be
No,
following?
No. We're cutting out so much of that to the point where it's just darkness. He's let loose. Silent image to show he's going some way. That's it. That's the entirety of it. We just let him go.
Okay.
We do
What if
not
we
keep-
also just chase after the real one and just
No, we just act exhausted because we fucking are.
we're gonna chase the real one?
No.
So we're not dragging him away into a corner.
No. And I hope fucking Jarlaxle's thankful about this. Because we're putting ourselves at
Really?
even more risk.
I also like to point out we are doing his dirty work. He's the one who got us into this business.
Well, it might have been me.
No, it was one of his men who walked around killing innocent people. We put a
really
stop to it,
don't
and yet
want-
we still have to fix all of this.
I really don't want to let him go, though. Now that we have him.
I know, but if we try to keep him, there are so many pieces to get seen through.
Could we just kill the body?
How quickly could Joe Axel get some people here?
Well, he has 2, and we can't do shit.
The main problem is getting word to him.
Which I could do, but he would be very, very mad if I did.
Well, he would instead take that as it's an emergency. He'd probably bring Kribbig, maybe somebody else, to come over here.
Come bleed,
And
strong,
Kirby
ready
couldn't do
to throw
anything else.
down.
What if actually, I mean, another dark elf just jumping from the roof? Well, we actually have a dark elf that could jump from the roof and swoop up and grab the cart. Maybe scare off the guards? I mean, you could cause a distraction and we could get the body.
How about
That causes a separate problem, Lou, because then they know there are multiple
Look, we're
dark
not
elf
getting
operatives in the city.
we're not getting any better
I-
options than just letting them go with a darkness spell. Everything else has too many pieces and issues with it.
What if I just talk to the priest and say, hey, this is a drow matter, let me settle it? I could give it a shot, at least.
Then when he
Although then-
escapes,
Really fucked up coincidence. What's he gonna do, sue me?
Yes.
I could
yeah.
myself as his current corpse and draw attention away from him from the cart.
From the cart.
Can
If
you
we get the
shrink-
guards away from the cart, we're in the clear.
Can you shrink yourself that small?
Can I do that?
And reduce would make you too small, I think.
1 foot shorter or taller.
So are you like 6'4" or taller?
Ah. 6 foot.
Just a little bit too tall, but in the dark, if with the right, darkness
Yeah,
spell,
with-
you could
with some
pass.
with some distance.
Yeah, it's what, like you're like what, 4 inches taller?
Where did your large dragonborn friend go? You see the
Well, what if you
issues
just
here
leave
with
now?
you like trying to make this more convoluted.
We can split the party now. We can just say, hey, some of us have to fuck off. Goodbye, and then just split the party now. Ajax goes off
Yeah.
with Gaddix or somebody, maybe a Horik. 3 of us go, and then 3 of us stay. Or 4 of
We
us stay.
lost your.
We did lose Bjorn. Uh-uh.
See on the, not even on the roll 20.
Yeah, just a connection issue. I'm not saying that in a threatening way. I just mean I hope your boss is happy. Putting us in danger like us here.
He is very appreciative. I mean, you did get payment recently.
Can we get a ride on the submarine?
Is the
I
submarine
mean-
yellow?
Yeah.
You can
Red.
take a look at it. But no, he is very appreciative. Oh boy, his power went out.
Oh fuck.
Well, we're close to the end anyway, but we need to figure this out.
I think we've got to figure out. We just go with a simple route. Less moving parts, less issues. It just happens. Because right now he just wants to get away.
What do the guards actually say if they think that we're involved with him getting away? What are they gonna say? Oh, you caught him, but then you let him go? What's their case?
You let
If they
him
do
get
find out.
away.
You helped him
Yeah,
get
but-
away by making many moving parts. If it's just darkness, they know drow do that, and then he's gone. Simple.
Well, then, if they don't see through the illusion, that's all they need to not. Like, that's enough. Is one illusion.
No, because then we're still having to cart the body somewhere.
What? Could we turn him invisible?
You could
Then-
turn him invisible.
That's not necessarily as hard. If we make his body invisible, Felton casts darkness, and Nadrax does a silent image, that's enough layers that if they see through one, there's some backup.
Or we just let him go
Yeah.
using darkness. And that's one layer, and that's his own doing.
But if he's invisible, I mean, pick
Yeah,
up the
if he's
body again.
invisible And there is a silent image somewhere else.
They would have no reason to suspect us or to chase, or not to chase the other guy.
Yeah, and someone can drag the invisible package elsewhere.
Uzi, you want to weigh in on this, Oric? Yikes.
Would he be willing to go invisible?
He doesn't have to be willing.
There's a chance it doesn't work at that point, right?
I don't understand why we're letting him go.
Because we can't have him reveal everything he knows, and he will because he's no longer, funnily enough, loyal to Jarlaxle and Brigand Earth.
Well, no, I understand that simply, but why are we just letting him go, period? Why don't we just take him to Jarlaxle?
Because there's many steps, and right now he's in the custody of the Kalimvites, and they're not going to just let us carry him away. We do have this extra bit with silent damage and whatnot to cart him, but there's pieces there that could all fall apart very easily, and then we've got a load of suspicion upon us.
We're already in pretty good standing. We could live with that.
Not really, they don't know who we are.
Oh, they know who I am, and this is the best standing I've ever been in.
If we let him go, we'll get him again, because he's a fuck up. And hopefully it'll be
This
in a more
plan could
private
work.
situation.
Between disguise self, darkness, and invisibility, it could work.
Why invisibility?
Just to make sure they don't see the body, because we don't want to have to cart it off to an alley.
Yeah, we force him to become invisible, and we drag the invisible body off while everyone else is distracted. Stash him somewhere else.
We just need to get him away from this priest. The guards, I think, would have worked with us.
It's just there's no question on what we're doing if it's just darkness and he gets away.
It's a safe option, but there's a chance the other plan works. And the worst thing that happens if it doesn't work is we probably spend a night in the slammer.
Where he can easily get at us.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guards. I mean, they will
and
be
probably
helpful.
a lot more nights as they then start questioning why you let him go. What was the purpose of that there?
Because we don't trust the fucking Kalimvites to get rid of him properly. They didn't do it last time. It's not like there's no way to talk our way out of this.
I favour of a simple
It's a risk.
option.
It's a risk. It's definitely a risk, but it could work.
Look, quick vote. I favour of a simple option.
I vote we fuck some shit up and go for the hard plan.
Everybody who goes with Harton's plan, type 1. Everybody who goes with Lou's plan, type 2. And I will vote for Felrecht. Oh, actually, Felrecht's abstaining.
Yeah.
He looks at Lou, his vote, and he abstains.
Shit.
All right.
Scotch is in bed. He can't vote.
We still got Horik. There we go.
I wanted to.
I vote.
This is why I wanted to drag him to the harbour, so we could say we're just throwing him in.
Right then. Ooh, Felrecht is the tiebreaker, and he doesn't want to say anything. Oh.
You can tell me it was a bad plan. I'll forgive you.
It's not a bad plan. I think it has too many moving parts. I have to go with Harton's plan.
That's
I'm
fine.
getting the left leg then.
All right. I'm not the one letting him go.
All right, that's
I
fine.
will help. Or should I stand away from the cart? Being a drow, I might be under suspicion.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna go take a piss in an alley.
I'll go away as well.
Right, we make some scuffling to make it seem like he's thrashing more violently. Pull up Felric to help us. Start to undo his bindings quickly, especially his knotted arms and legs, the ankles especially. Still keep the hands fucked up.
Yeah.
And of course he doesn't get his weapons. And then we rely on Felric to cast darkness.
And he does. And as expected, everything freaks out. Particularly as he casts it on the cart itself. Which means that even as the cart moves, the darkness goes with it. So, things are relatively chaotic. For those of you in the darkness, you have no idea what's going on. For the two who are out, if you turn around to take a look, you do see Saloon legs it.
Oh
Like a-
no!
Or he
Flat
goes to
out
do say,
hell.
I'll get you fucking next time. Just like the time before and the time before, you're fucked.
Hey, new plan, Nadrax. Let's chase him. What do you think?
I'm all for it.
Let's go.
Well,
Yeah.
and then, yeah, of course, a bit of play acting. A fucking bastard got away, which is the truth.
I mean, technically, if we do manage to chase him, he can attack because his arms are fucked up.
Yeah, and he's probably still gagged at least.
Well, more
Won't be able
He's
to
importantly,
got
cast
my
spells.
chair leg.
more importantly, he doesn't have his weapons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Might as well chase just to see if we can catch him again. Maybe outside the guard's
Yeah.
purview.
And we'll get to that next time.
There we go! You have successfully done a thing!
Notice how simply that one worked?
Yeah, now we get to chase him again.
Yeah.
If we catch him again, this could be better.
It was a case of there was no additional moving parts there whatsoever, just bing bong, and then we can do more. Instead of having multiple layers of questions and things going on.
But it was a Hail Mary, but it could have worked. It's like throwing a halfling to the end field.
Do you remember when we did that planning session in Price of Knowledge? Where we were trying to
And then
work
we
out
didn't-
how the hostage went, and you and Snook went on for fucking half an hour, until I finally just pointed out, let's just use the Cube of Force to walk up to them, grab the kids, and walk out.
Yeah, we were kind of playing into Matt's hands there.
Yep. Which is why he then
So,
decided,
of
you know
course.
what? The hostages don't want to go with you.
Oh my god, that was great. Yeah.
Ugh.
You came up with a good plan, and you were penalized for having a good plan.
Yeah, because for some reason the hostages didn't want to leave their kidnappers, who were just filthy bandits. Literally nothing pleasant going on there. And it had been a day, so no Stockholm Syndrome. Ah, well, that's us, Sven. Time to hit the button.